right? They didn't do this through the proper procedure, and then they put it in the GSC audit report. Then when people see it, they say, "Ah, then they're corrupt." But but those are the things that we want to do very right, and so I believe our comrades, our partisans, everybody in this country deserves a job.
Yeah.
And everybody who is a working age should get a job. That is one reason why the GNB
They
government.
call it stratification.
That is one reason why the GNB government was elected. And I believe we will do our best to provide jobs for Liberians.
Okay, so while we are with the other people, we're about to give out some trash cards. Yeah, I was playing, this music, right? So those were the days, the glory days of Liberia, as we call it. So
let me
you ask some questions.
Yeah, we'll ask questions definitely. This music was made leading up to an election, to a general election in
1985,
the 1985 general election. But I mean, let people call it. Just say who made the music and which year was that?
Yeah, but also that different question we ask here. Let me take the first caller. Morning. Hello. Okay, this caller is off. Let me go back. Another one is on the line. So 0778665699. Just put the numbers down. 0880561644. Fresh caller. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. My name is Ron Bajina. I'm joining from Johnsonville.
From Johnsonville. So tell us who are in studio. Who are those in studio right now?
I think I get her the comrade minister and Mo Ali along. You put in studio. I don't really know your full name, to be honest.
Commerce minister now here. Oh,
you can't show, eh?
Okay, so you listen to the music? This music.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah,
It's Saturday Morning Live. This music, you remember?
Yeah, I remember that song.
Where were you then?
We were here.
Where you were?
In Liberia, yeah.
So who sang this music?
That music was made by Zach Rabo and Jiba Soiree. Commodore Jiba.
Yeah, what is the title? What is the title? You eat that money free?
The title of the song is Sweet Liberia.
No. One more question, Bo. Ask it, man. No football, is it, man?
So who won the election during the year they made this song?
The music was made in 1980 to 1985 election, which the election was won by Samuel Kanyado.
Oh,
see, they make anything. They make out of eat that money.
What kind of job it man? So yeah,
man, they made that own man.
My man, so that around you, they take your number down to send it around you. Send it, man. There you go. For those of you watching, the man won for himself $5 orange card. There you go.
Wow.
So Joseph Soko called to you.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Okay,
Yeah, clap for the man.
Yeah, clap with the man. Clap.
No question is that one that.
Yeah, clap with yourself. Most question that dollar.
No, that ain't now. They make it answer all the questions.
Dollar 100 mini right now. 3 day. $80 mini 3 day. You know that one. So let me take another caller and Mo will ask you. Morning.
Good morning.
Mo, go ahead.
Morning.
How you doing, Mo?
I'm okay. I'm going to ask a question to our civil conflict in this country because most people don't understand things that happen. So, Ulimo came in the early 90s to counter the NPFL of Charles Taylor. Later on, they divided. What was the name of the two factions they divided into? And who were the leaders? Just a simple question.
Simple question.
You know what?
Yes. They are leaders.
Yeah, that is
Mhm.
there with the Prince Johnson. Not Prince Johnson.
Hey, Messi, oh, we're not any.
No, really.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Most take your stretch card briefing. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
we'll see.
Okay, yeah.
You have to the men number.
Okay, they have
I'm not going to get that man over that stretch card.
So Ulimo J, it was not Prince Johnson, it was General Roosevelt Johnson, the late.
yeah,
So that's why they had Ulimo K, then
yeah.
Alhaji Krumah for Ulimo K. But you want yourself $1 card anyway.
Hey,
Thank you.
remember we can make it two.
The next question will carry $2.
This question will carry $2. Okay. Let go Saturday morning. Like we can do this for 10 minutes more.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so while we with the other people. Sunday, the under 17 will be going against the female category, will be going against the under 17 of Nigeria. And it's free of charge to enter. I will be there to watch the female soccer. If they win that game, they're very well on their way to the World Cup, female under 17 World Cup. Check. Let's go back to this line. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, Patrick. I see what's coming on there.
Yeah, we already are. Are you coming on?
Yeah, I thank God. This is about Kemoga. I'm calling from. Oh, well.
From Cardwell. Mo asks
Yeah.
you one. Mo asks you win for yourself $2 card. That one can go.
Exactly.
Mo, go ahead.
Okay, so during the Silver Charles Taylor's NPFL launch of blistering attack to seize Monrovia.
That's more English.
Because our dance small thing came from all over. What was the name of that operation and which year was it?
Well, it was October the 15th, 1992. It was known as October 15, 1992. It was known as Octopus.
Yes, Operation Octopus, October 15, 1992.
Hey, gotta know what
Yeah,
it
you
was.
are telling men no more.
That's what one baby there now.
No, Patrick, the reason why I'm asking these questions is because most of the kids these days,
Yeah,
some of them, when you talk about conflict, they
don't know.
don't even believe it. Some of the horrifying things that happen, you talked about them, they don't.
But before we go back
They
to the
don't know.
next caller, how much experience did you really have with the war? I know I had my experience from 1990.
Forget about
I'm talking about some gruesome, some bitter experience. This.
Very, very bitter ones. So, for example, when the rebels cross into Stadion, I have this real fear for their body, right?
Mhm.
And so the town we were in, they call the town Gwiwabu. The rebels attacked that night, and everybody had left the house. I was there when I got up. I wasn't much afraid of bonfire, but the house we were in, right next at the back was the graveyard. So I was thinking, can I get out and run with the people? And I was worried about a spirit from the graveyard will catch me. So I never went outside. I just lied down, covered my head, and slept. And then in the morning, people were back, kind of hurried way packing because the soldiers are mandated to beat back the rebels.
Mhm.
And so we left. So that's one. The other ones, the April 6 conflict.
Where were you April 6?
April 6, I was in Dwarakawe Road.
Guess where I was? I was right at the behind the barracks. You know that road that comes down the hill?
Yeah. On the Redemption Street,
but
there,
man, that
Redemption
April 6,
Road.
that we don't want your bombardiro.
So then the next one was this so-called World War 1, 2, 3, the Lerd conflict. That was terrible. But there are things I saw during the April 6. When you just talk about April 6, you start bringing back pictures of those horrifying moments. And there was this guy they collected, and, the PFL guys. PFL and Ulimo, they were on one side. The Ulimo K, they claimed that it was vital for Ulimo J or the AFL on the other side. Right around Kawa Road, they were running behind him, went in the swamp. and they collected him from this one and this guy. They held him by the trouser, and the other guy who held him, while we're living in the same area, he saw two guys were going. He said, "Yeah, I was looking for you. Get gone."
Yeah.
They carry this guy right behind somebody's house, my man. And terrifying experience.
Great. Now, but let me just take more calls so that we can end this session and then move on to something else. Yeah, the numbers 0778665699. Again, 0778665699. The other number 0880561644. 0880561644, and answer any of our questions and win yourselves trash cards. So we go to this caller. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Your name and where you call us from?
I'm James calling from Tugoro.
Okay. Let me ask you the question.
Okay.
So I will get a card. But I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. So what is the capital city of Cape Verde? Cape Verde.
The capital city for Cape Verde.
Now either ask. How many more minutes you want?
I'm still thinking.
Oh, you say go in. Yeah, go.
Yeah.
Go won't help you. That liar.
Yeah, they want you're supposed to put time to it because the things that
Yeah.
they can Google right away.
Okay, bye. Oh, my people. So you know, ask on president. Who is the president of the country? President of the country. Who the minister of this events? Because the WAS, I think the ninth graders are taking WAS. Beginning Monday. And let me go to this line. Morning. I need a female line. This one. Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay. My name is Patrick. His name is Mo. What is your name?
My name is Michael Fire, calling from Johnson.
Johnsonville people. Johnsonville people taking over from looking down people. Hello.
Yeah.
They say looking down people get asked in the market. Hello. How much? Okay. Mo, you want to ask him?
Yes, definitely. I want to ask him, an older person.
How you know?
So I know. So in 1964, President Tubman created 4 new counties.
Hello? Please repeat. You?
In 1964, President Tubman created 4 new counties to take Liberia to, I think, 9 counties. Yeah.
Mr. President Tubman created what?
4 new counties in Liberia.
Yes. Lopa County,
Hey.
Lopa County, Bon County, Lima County, and Grand Tira County.
Congratulations.
Mo, you didn't know how to eat your money.
Yeah.
Peter, even no more.
Say man number. Mo, no matter.
So 3 gone.
That more responsible to sell it to you.
Yeah, the
How can you see how many counts?
okay, so we will give you $2 card, orange card for because that's a tough question most people will not know. Then congratulations.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so let me go to this other line. Hello.
Hello.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning.
What is your name?
Christian T. Shagali.
And you call from where?
Ria.
What?
Ria.
Is Rini on our side?
Chukotan Ria.
Is Rini on our side?
No.
Okay. So you want me to ask? Let me ask you one question. Who is the president of the Republic of La Côte d'Ivoire?
Hey.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
No.
8.
The man said no
No
land.
land. Thank you. We'll put a generator, the hydro on, and that rainy season, so we'll put a hydro on so you can get there. What? Mo? Now, no question about a simple question. We'll put tomorrow. Yeah, we trash car. Mo, who is the president of South Korea?
What? They call him Mu.
Where you go, Mo?
South Korean people ain't even know like you.
I see what Mo. They play your president Ed Joseph Baga.
You know, I decided to forget about these people then because sometimes I'm watching these street quizzing
Mhm.
in the US.
You answer the question. Who's the president of South Korea?
I don't know, yeah. But it's something that's one more or
No.
something.
So,
That who? Son?
go in now.
No, I'm going nothing.
So when I'm son, I'm
No, not A. The country there get interesting and know their president.
Hello? 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 Yeah, what are you name? Where you calling from?
My name is Maurice. I'm calling from Congo.
Oh, you finish forgetting where you calling from?
Congo.
Quick, Mo, ask. It's Mo's turn to ask. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
Mr. Former President Charles Taylor was elected in 1997. Give the exact date he was inaugurated as president of Liberia.
Please repeat the number. Please repeat the question again.
Charles Taylor of
Mm-hmm.
the NPP was elected as president in 1997. Give the exact date he was inaugurated.
It was inaugurated in 1997 January.
Sorry.
Oh, 1997 January. I thought you were inaugurated. January, everybody can be talking about. All right. So let me go back to the line. We are asking you questions, and you have 7 minutes because at 9:30 we will end this particular segment and then move on to some. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Morning. How are you?
I'm okay.
Saturday day, people can be eating dry rice, GB in Liberia. What are you eating this morning for breakfast?
Well, I'm just eating kettle soup.
Edo soup. So you're going back to the farm, eh? Edo soup.
No, by profession, I am an agriculturalist, so I just planted this thing behind my house.
Oh, that's good. My man, how much for one bag of country rest?
One bag of
Yes,
country
sir.
red. We have two types of bags. We
Yeah.
have the 50 kg and we have the 25 kg.
The Rabrenpo can call it big bear and small bear.
Small better how much?
Big bag,
Yeah, how much for a small bear?
small bag is between 3,700, 3,900.
Now they want to get a rack inside, eh?
No, this one is strictly from local country.
So when from Lufa, you can get rack? Eh?
Yeah, they got rare on top of these. Oh.
My man, so when you come from Lufa, you can get rack, eh?
They can get a rack.
Oh, I paid the money to my daughter in Poindema, and she just bought it, and I ate eating. But today I don't want to eat rice, so I'm just eating apple soup.
Ah, okay. Well,
Won't be bunny poor how on the show.
so let me ask you one question now.
Yes, sir.
Who is the current minister? Who is the officer in charge at the Drug Enforcement Agency? The current officer in charge from 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3,
Wow.
4, 5, 6,
Fatiga?
7, 8, 9. Time out.
No.
Time out. Thank you. Bye bye. Hey, I see you ain't even know, but you can be causing the people there all day, but you know they need it. Let's go to the and pick another caller. We inside here today. Hello. Boy, I got me. I would mind already or what do I see? Women, let me get a women chance to call on the number. Women, yeah, your number here 0880561644. 0880561644. This line is for the women. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
This is Baron Safa. We are calling from Swedju, County.
You call from Zwedju, Grand Jide County.
They're watching you live.
Watching us live. I got two questions for you. I'll ask one more. We ask the other one.
There are no parents.
Who was the superintendent of Grand Jide, Mr. Charles Taylor?
Madam Roommator.
Aren't you? Aren't you?
Madam Roommator.
Nana name. Aren't you? I
How you know?
They don't Patrick, that her name. The owner is here.
Well, aren't you? Okay, who the superintendent of Judy Bryan?
You answer the question, then I answer the.
Aren't you?
Now,
Madam
No.
Rogan Mason, she here. Our woman can always be here.
That one,
When I said that,
now courtesy question.
I can use it.
Yeah, good. But I courtesy question. That one out there. Mo ask.
No.
Man, ask Mo.
may want to ask Crash Guy, then I answer.
You ask. Go ahead.
Whatever ask. Sorry, man.
Who is the president of Sierra Leone?
I mean, no it.
Who's the current president of Sierra Leone? 1, 2,
The current
3,
president of
5, 6,
Julia
6.
Barabio.
Eh?
Julia Barabio.
Eh?
Julia Falabio.
I thank you.
Julia Farobio?
I said Julia Video.
Julia what?
My man, the mega idea the man name. The mega idea the man name.
I'm doing it. My hand telling me to do
Chief,
it.
but is it because of what your heart telling you?
When they say we got Julia Farobio,
Man, get it.
we got Julia Farobio. 3 more minutes. Young quick, banjo. Scratch car. Hello.
Hello.
Morning.
Good morning. This is Jim speaking back.
No. We want people who back.
You want to be eating our money?
You want to eat that don't steal off you. Low the volume of your radio.
Good morning.
I say,
More la woman. Ask a question. Who said you?
no, wait, that
Who
woman.
said this?
No, wait, that woman. Who was the first female head of state of Liberia? So here is your question.
Yeah.
What's the name of the first female head of state of Liberia? No, you're wrong.
So you wrong, oh.
That question they were asking.
No.
I said the name of the first female head of state of Liberia. And they say the first female president.
Yeah, head of state.
That's
No.
wrong.
I
That's
understand.
wrong. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf is the first democratically elected president. She's not the first female head of state of Liberia. Y'all go study that one there. We'll answer that question.
So you miss it, but I want to ask you one more question.
The managing director of LPRC has given $10 for us to.
Aha. So managing director Amos Twe gave $10. You
So let me call him
I
on
want
the
to ask.
line.
Yeah, but I want to
Yeah,
ask you a quick question. Who is the managing director of Water and Sewer? Who said? Don't put me in situation and tell him no. Who said those words? Who said those words? Don't put me in situation that I can't handle.
That is seen the managing director for Water and Sewer is here famous in the country. No, you get it wrong. Look, Amos will call you. Amos will get $10. So how much left on that one?
We got Baba.
The managing director of LPRC is on the line.
Take him on.
Amos, money.
What's up? How are you, boss man?
Yeah, Patrick will give me on the show the money. But Amos, before we go to the fun part, I don't know what thing planning here. So, Chief, we saw a circular, I think the day before yesterday, about reduction pump price of fuel and gas. Would you like to
Yes.
update the public on that? What led to the decision and what impact it will have on the public, especially who will get small car?
Oh, definitely. This is as a result of activities in the global petroleum market. Recently, there was a very huge tension, which led to the increase in global price of petroleum product. But then the government took a decision, to rather take a revenue hit compared to passing the pricing down to the citizens or increasing the cost of living on the citizens. So there was a surcharge.
Mr. MD, wait, let me say that. Let's say that one very simple. The prices in a few weeks ago increased on the world market. That means that prices should increase on the Liberian market as well. but the government
Means
decided that
prices should have increased.
yeah, the government decided that look, instead of us passing the burden on our people, we will take the burden. That means that we'll have a drop in revenue from the taxes we're supposed to collect. We're not collect them because we want to help the people to get the prices the same way they've been getting it, right?
Exactly. That was what the government did.
Okay.
So there was a revenue hit of almost 11 million because the government said that they would not sit down. The president particularly said he would not sit down to allow the cost of living to increase on the citizens.
Okay.
So that part was prevented.
Okay.
So now on the global market, at least we're seeing that there's a friendly atmosphere when it comes to the price of petroleum product. So at the end of every month in Liberia, the Ministry of Commerce and LPRC can do the technical work, all the analysis, the petroleum prices, the analysis, and then we'll make a decision to issue what we call the monthly price circular.
Okay.
Usually can have the variable price of pump price, wholesale price, and everything.
Okay.
So this month, as part of the monthly activities, the government did the analysis and came to the conclusion that based on the overall average, what we call plight, there was a need for us to further reduce the pump price and wholesale prices of petroleum products. So when you saw that we issued a circular, the pump price for PMS, the one they call gas, it has reduced by 10 cents. Okay. And then the pump price for AGO or diesel, it has decreased. It has decreased by 10 cents. Okay. And then the pump price for AGO decreased by 10 cents.
Okay. So can I ask a question, Amos? Can I throw in this question? Now, I want to know how does that really impact? Because sometimes people want to know what is the ripple effect. For example, how is it reflected and what kind of mechanism can we put into place to ensure that the public sees that there is, from the price, there is the end user sees that there is a reduction. If the price is $8.40, and I'm just saying, $8.40, are you suggesting that it's going to reduce by $5, $10, $15 LD or so?
Yes, it's supposed to be reduce by $19 LD.
Almost
for
$20.
Gas.
I just calculated that.
Almost $20. Yes, it's supposed to reduce by $19 LD, almost $20. So prior to the announcement of this circular, pump price for gas was $4.38. So right now, when you go to any gas station, they will sell it to you for $4.28.
Okay.
Instead of
hold on right there. Hold on, you said
$4.28
now.
Yeah, down from $4.38.
In US now, I mean in Liberia now, it'll be how much you think?
Yep, on the prevailing rate.
Okay, let's take out
the central bank rate now is around 194.
Okay, it's not 193. We took it at 193.
Okay.
So at 193 is going to be around $830. And in some areas, of course, they will sell it to you for $835 because of the prevailing the variations in exchange rate. Exchange rate variations. And that one is important that I say to the public. Sometimes when we issue the circular, they will ask us, how about the exchange rate? LPRC does not have control over exchange rate variations.
Neither does
this is the problem, and I want to say, that we are working along with relevant government agencies like Central Bank. Of course, the Ministry of Commerce has been doing well to make sure that we address some of those problems, especially when it comes to exchange rate factors, exchange rate variations. So for AGO or diesel, it was $5.01. Now it has been reduced to $4.81.
$4.81 from $5.01.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, okay.
That's good.
Yes, $4.81.
Okay.
So when you go to the gas station, that's the price you're going to see there. Okay. So we are hoping that when the month ends, maybe again, based on activities in the global market, petroleum market, when it comes down small, the government of Liberia might further reduce.
So you reduce that by 20 cents, right?
Yes, we'll reduce diesel by 20 cents.
Oh, okay.
But it's also important to announce here, Mo or Patrick, that since JNB took over as president of Liberia, the government has been consistently reducing the pump price of petroleum products.
I think this should be the second or third circular.
Yes, it's the third circular. Okay. This is the third circular reduction. The first one was reduced by 4 cents. The second one 5 cents, and now this one is 10 cents for 10
gas. 10 and 20 cents. That's good. But Amos, I wanted to ask you something. About 2 weeks or so ago, there was this scare on the market that there were going to be shortage of petroleum products. And how did you get around that? Because there was, everybody was like, "Oh, gas coming finished," and people were rushing, and quickly we're beginning to see long queues, and then our men from the other side say, "Oh yeah, gas coming get high," as if to say someone praying for bad things to happen. How did you get around it? Team.
Well, yes, my team, we have a very proactive team at LPRC at the moment, and we thank God that we have a president that guides us on a daily basis because he understands the sector very well. So some of the details I cannot divulge yet because
definitely.
Hopefully but the truth of the matter is that LPRC took additional revenue hit as an institution. We took additional revenue hit we reduced our storage by
so that means that the money they're supposed to collect, they say, okay, we're not collect the one just so we can have the prices stable on the market and to have petroleum on the market. Okay.
Exactly. That's what we did. And also the few importers that have petroleum product, we had to do some the internal conversations with them. I can't disclose that.
No, definitely.
To make sure that petroleum product was on the market. So we took some hit just for the sake of the citizens, for our people. And we want to make sure that as long as JNB is president for Liberia and Unity Party is in power, we will not experience any petroleum shortage any longer.
Okay.
The mechanisms we put into place, we will address that on a long-term basis.
So thank you, Amos. Another thing, sorry, we official now, but you Amos anyway. Chief, what are some of the future plans? Because I saw footage of you the other time in what's the place name? Ganta. I think you have a facility there. There is also, if I'm not mistaken, facility other places. What are some of the plans to, expand the operations of LPRC? Just briefly.
Well, we have what we're trying to do is to open up the sector and encourage investment. So we have 2 different private investors that have indicated interest in investing in the Ganta oil terminal. We want to, at the moment, we're soon embark on a feasibility study that will inform investment decision so that we can rehabilitate the Ganta oil terminal, and then it becomes a hub for both the southeastern region and even neighboring countries like part of Africa, and of course Guinea.
So that means
it's going to be used as a hub, hopefully.
That means that people from the southeast, rather than importing from Monrovia, can just get it from Ganta,
exactly.
which makes it shorter.
Yes, that's why we'll go.
But you get people coming from Ivory Coast and Guinea as well, though.
So that place is going to be expanded, and then we increase the current capacity, so that the petroleum product will be able to serve, part of Guinea, because it's also a way of raising revenue and expanding economic activities in the country. It's very much important. So we're hoping we can do that. But in addition to that, also as part of our short-term to medium-term plans, hopefully in a few weeks' time, we're going to be doing groundbreaking for the construction of additional storage tank, here at our PST, Petroleum Storage Terminal. And we're hoping that the president will be able to do that. So we've already secured the funding, to construct additional PMS tanks so that we can increase the country's overall tankage capacity, and that's going to, of course, increase our strategic reserve, which is very much important. And of course, it's also a part of our energy, securing our energy on a long-term basis. You understand? So
MD, go ahead. We finish our last question.
The other thing we are,
Okay, so, okay, MD, go ahead. We finish our last question.
the other thing we are, 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 the other thing we The other thing also we are doing is that, you also heard that PRC is going to be moving into importation.
Yeah.
It's something that, yes, this is something that we, thankfully, we signed supply agreement with a company in Ghana, and then hopefully we are going to be doing one with another one in Nigeria.
Okay.
The purpose for this is to make sure we have petroleum product on the Liberian market from time to time at a competitive price.
Okay.
And it's important to indicate here that even though the legislature gave LPRC the exclusive right to import, to store, to sell, and of course distribute petroleum product, the aspect about importation has been franchised for the last 4 decades plus to
other people,
to private players. Exactly. So we want to make sure that the other people will remain in the market. We're not going into retail market, but we will, at least for the most part, bring product in Liberia and just put it in our tanks when importers want it, when distributors want it, get it at a competitive price so that they would not have to face the headache of arranging letter of credit or LCs with the bank. It has been one of the problems that sometimes lead to shortage of petroleum.
So wait. You bring it, and then you store it, and the dealers on the market
will come
they will come and get it from there. So we're talking about what are some of the dealers? I think the big dealers like the Aminata, the Connex, the Petrol Trade.
Aminata got suppliers that they're already dealing with. Connex has suppliers they're already dealing with.
So you're talking about those? Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, medium-sized importers. Petrol Trade is a big importer as well, but of course, they too will certainly be willing to do business with LPRC on a competitive pricing basis. There are a number of other medium-sized importers that are even willing right now to work with LPRC along those lines, because sometimes they experience difficulties with arranging LCs. That has cost implications, and some of those importers might not have the resources to arrange LCs, that is letter of credits, before products can come. Sometimes if you depend on them as a country, it becomes difficult and it leads to petroleum shortage. We want to avoid that. So LPRC is stepping up to the plate to begin importing certain percentage of the country's product so that we can have any issues around shortage. But we are not going into the retail market. It's important to highlight that.
Yeah.
LPRC would not go into the retail market. We're certainly stopping at importation and give the product out to importers. But on the overall, we want to make sure that petroleum product is in the market from time to time, and that we can increase our strategic reserve.
Simply put, even America got reserve. So you want to have something that once anything happens,
so the importers can bluff or too much.
That's a rationale, correct?
No, it must not thought that one day.
But that's a smart move.
But I mean, we Bwaka is here, the vice president of NOCAL. I don't know what's the link between you and NOCAL. Do you people work on some of these things together? Is there any link with them? So you're all in the petrol and gas.
The oil boys.
Yeah, the oil boys.
Yeah, well, NOCAL, was established as a government institution to manage the country's oil resources, Liberia's oil resources.
Well, the one we found on our own water and ground, yeah, right?
Exactly. But to some extent, we're all in the same sector. We're working together because LPRC, whatever oil they find, that LPRC is supposed to refine it. It's part of our responsibility. But NOCAL, actually, the upstream, as an upstream organization.
What do you mean by upstream? What do you mean by upstream?
People can find the oil. You can find the oil on the ground,
and then y'all get refined.
The oil wells.
Then they send it to you.
Yeah, then they send it to us. Then we refine it. Then we are we handle the refined petroleum products. That's how it is,
Okay, so
we can do the crude oil business and so on.
Mr. MD, let's do this intensively the other Saturday, because we do this every other Saturday. So that would mean not this coming Saturday.
Yeah, not the next one, but the one that.
And when you come in, please bring plenty of trash car because we give it out prices.
And so you promised $10, but the way you finish talking all the Google thing, at least increases more. And the next thing is, I want to say thank you to the LPRC management led by you. When you took over, we exchange, and then this investigation LPRC that you inherited was owing the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation a little about $12,000. And I should say to the public that the management has cleared all of their debt. So I made that notation.
Zero people clearing debt. Seriously at us.
So we will. Am I increasing the 10 out of 2? That scratch card, the pool call the answer question.
We'll give 50 that scratch card.
So thank you so much.
So
that's the managing director of the Liberia Petroleum. Now what is it? Petroleum Refinery Corporation on the show this morning. So Amos will be here on the next show to expand more on some of the gains that he's making there. Amos want to say thank you so much. Some of the things when we hear when I call and talk to you, you allay the fear. Because the petroleum and the rice business is what our men are waiting for to jump on. So thank you so much for coming.
Is that what they waiting for? They will still on inside.
All right, bro. Take care now.
All right, brother. What's up, my man? Why you always coming?
Well, Patrick, I'm here in town.
Last night was Friday. They may have to go pray yesterday.
I wanted to.
But I want to ask you, why you explain all that things yesterday when you were in the mosque, the imam was preaching long, and you put Charles Collins picture there?
Yeah, because the inscription on Charles's shite talking about
daddy.
Yeah, so true, daddy. The catchphrase now.
So true, daddy.
Yeah.
So I haven't really followed this so true daddy thing.
So
what really
I think it's one church.
You working water so true, daddy.
Away from where I live, there's a church there.
It's usually really
fire flame. Yeah, I mean, just not far from former president's place.
Oh, okay, I know that church.
Redden Road.
Very
all right. So there's all
along he renting the owner power.
All along, I thought that place was, but like some one of the Buddha chapel, a few groups. No. But later on, it was just I think 2 days ago, I realized that church was then run by by this guy, Apostle Twe. I think he needs Twe. And
that must
we have to clarify that. That must Twe. So Apostle Twe. And so what happened was that this young lady, he decided to do some kind of prophecy, and all the things he was saying, right, about her mom, about her body, about some of the issues of life.
So just in so true, daddy.
She was just concerned to all and say, yes, so true, daddy. And at a certain point in time, he was alleging that some of the troubles that she was having were coming from her mother. And then afterwards, then she said,
so true, daddy.
My mother died. And then he just veered off and started singing, and so it became the kind of big cliche now. Everybody says so true, daddy. So I mean, people think that the thing is that people try to superimpose their own thoughts on religion, and sometimes we have those issues. Patrick, in 2013, I went on some steady tour in the US.
Well, I think we got a video. Let's see some. Let's hear something.
You see the tear by your man, I want to say your man say your business can be now. Because you are the one that used to be helping your mother.
So true, daddy.
When they come to food, you help your mother.
So true.
Now, as I'm talking to you, I'm making $75 US.
So true, daddy.
Every month, you miss if I to get salad at 60.
Oh, now that I'm working on
They will be allow you to the working place. That's security work. Are you up to security work?
Security work, daddy.
Let me say something here. You see, your paper, your document already with the immigration.
So true. So
true, daddy. What did you do? What did you do? Your man said, "I forget about you."
So true, daddy. Who the hell God do
Corona
this?
foreigners also me here.
Yes, sir.
Also go to 2017, 2018.
So true.
Your man went to America 2017.
So true.
But 2018 is supposed to go.
So true.
Your man blacking.
She only cost for everything.
She the first. Nana, when you tell your man she want to with you.
So true.
She da.
She died.
So true.
Hello, you
Then, so that's where I mean that's where I was, right? And so he got veer off and started saying, because I mean it became clear that he was misinforming, misinforming those kind of.
But just to link this up, last evening news broke out that the Front Page Africa reported last evening that the religious ex-president Weah's religious advisor confessed to duping 90 Liberians, and he was sent to the Central Prison. That one, another police station now at the Central Prison. And the story goes, Reverend Emmanuel Nimle, the 58-year-old religious advisor and pastor, chief pastor of Liberia's former president George Weah, pastor of the Foke Klon Jilate Church, has confessed to defrauding 90 people out of $87,300 under the pretense of facilitating the travel to Australia. Nimle, who served as a religious advisor to former President Weah from 2016 to 2024, is currently the senior pastor of Weah's Foke Klon Church. Following his confession to the police, he was charged with theft of property and forwarded to court on Friday for prosecution. So Friday, when they forward you to court, you sleep there until Monday, and then maybe it's a bond, then you're released. So there are just too many things happening with religion and society and all of that. But that's a separate conversation we can engage in another time.
Just to close up my point, right?
Yeah.
I have gone to North Philly. There's a place called Mercy Vocational and Technical Training School. I mean, it's a Catholic run, vocational training center in North Philly. So what it was, there's an older lady there. She took me to the church, and she informed me that the church, were closing by the end of the year, because automatically they didn't have the kind of size of a congregation to be able to keep the church functional. And one of the issues is that now in the US and in other areas, you see that people have shutting a church service, right? I mean, like 1 hour, because people had to go and find intensity that daily hustle. And that was yesterday at the masjid, right? I went for the Friday prayer, and then you had the imam was overstaying. And it's like a murmur, right? So he realized that, and then he went straight to the prayer. So I'm saying that I find it very confusing that people abandon their daily hustle, their daily responsibilities, right? And just go to one church and be there from morning to night. And those religious people will keep you there, and it becomes so overbearing, right? It becomes overbearing. It's just so wrong, right?
People have to find a way to balance religion with what God actually says we should do. I mean, by the work of your hand,
traditional churches, Patrick, they are more on salvation, but with the new,
that's a separate debate.
It's a whole prosperity thing. It's supposed to move more.
Not all of them, bro. Not all of them.
Bro, I mean, we can always talk about that, right?
Not all of them. Yeah, but you know that one.
So the she is now merely on, she around prosperity on,
If I invite you,
now I'm not
all right.
I'm a liberal Muslim.
So let's move ahead to something else. Except that we have to exhaust Amos's $50, and then we move on, because he's made a commitment on air, and I think
I just wanted to provide some clarification.
So we will ask questions.
On the local thing, and
after you do that, then we just ask questions for the next 5 minutes. Let's throw up questions. Make sure we exhaust. So now we do it far out for answer, right? Just so we get exhausted 10 questions.
That'll be
10 questions.
What do you got hard questions
now? What you got hard questions? 10 questions.
Librarian-based questions, or just
Librarian-based questions? Let me get Liberia. Let people know about our country.
Okay, let's make it Liberia. So we want to do it. Then we'll come back to it now. Talk about
Before you went my father
make-
up,
make rounds now from our various entities, right?
Okay.
So let's go back to the phone line.
Let's do 5.
Then we'll take a break.
And then people tune in.
Yeah,
And
before
then
the
after
end.
after that, they leave.
Okay. The person, yes, swear city won't win. Hello, morning. Morning, ma. I'm okay. What is your name? It's Saturday. You know who are in studio, yeah?
No.
What, you really?
no,
Oh, it's a
That's
small
no-
real.
that's no
Let me put
falling.
it from my ear. You know, you really?
you won't get radio
And I
station.
can't really hear you say, hello?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Oh, let me the do.
That
was a popular man that grew up.
Now, what do you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Any our question the money they get and so as again
You call them money, eh?
down home.
No.
Okay, so Bwaka Jariba will ask you a question. Go ahead, Bwaka.
No, as they get hard question, they get no money
Okay,
already.
Let me start. Listen, okay, so let me ask you the question.
Yeah.
What are the major ethnic groups in Liberia?
Eh?
You can name them.
That all? You want to get to me?
Yeah, go ahead, name at least 7 of them.
Okay, need 7 trying that bro fan get.
7 tribes, yeah.
No, let me ask you.
Yeah. You name them here.
Vetele, Asa, Mano, Mende,
2 more.
Isi,
Yeah, 1 more.
Somebody
Loma.
Loma.
But those are my story. You can't be here. Yeah, I'll follow that.
You where your name? Call your number or your name.
Rasomo,
But you will send it right now. I beg you much.
Emo, you listening to our money oh, to the program.
Emma, hey, listening, send it. Oh, hey, yeah, what's going on? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us.
the number,
There we are just relaxed.
They may get your number.
The guy your number 0778665699 for men, and the women can call us on 0880561644. Let's go back to this line and take a mail. Hello,
Good morning, Patrick.
morning.
Yeah, Tuba S. My best my name, and I love GMB begin.
Allah, yeah, you.
Yeah, I love GMB begin. I'm calling from Josindale.
So I want to ask you this question.
Ask me. They should be out of.
The Minister of Foreign Affairs is called Sarah Yanti Beslow, correct?
Sure.
Now Sarah Beslow Yanti, eh?
They may miss it.
There's no minister.
Oh, okay. I ask you, who is if the Minister of? Oh yeah. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
If the Minister of Foreign Affairs is Sarah Beslow Yanti, who is the Minister of Education of the Republic of Liberia? 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3,
Minister of Education.
5,
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9,
What?
10.
You miss it.
You know,
miss it.
you miss it. You out.
Let me see out.
Okay.
Out. GMB begin you out. Go tell GMB.
Go tell GMB say you miss it.
Go far complain of calf. Hello.
Hello.
Morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
What's your name?
My name is James S. Kokulo, and I call from Red Light.
He's speaking big English. Mo Ali will ask you a question. Go ahead, Mo.
Who was the leader of the Liberia Peace Council?
Easy question. Yes.
Come on, Yaya Nimle.
Wrong.
Wrong. You miss it.
Wrong.
Baba.
Baba. No. Baba.
You
Remember how I get it.
miss it one time.
I get one question around the flag.
We get second.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Can't
I
make
want to
Pogo.
ask another question.
No, man, you out, man.
One time, man.
You out, man. You lost that father.
Yeah,
Call
me
them, sir.
picking.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Your name and where you calling us from?
Yeah, I'm Solomon Pan calling from Police Academy.
Bwaka Jariba will ask you. Go ahead.
But how are you?
Or
So, what is the significance of the Liberian flag's design?
you said?
What is the importance of the Liberian flag design? The importance of the flag design.
They put to recognize to deliver the country.
Oh,
That one.
What is the design of the flag and what's the significance?
The
Yeah.
design is red, white, and blue.
Those are colors. I took my design.
oh plenty.
I mean,
But I didn't make it easy.
Yeah.
The 11 stripe on the flare.
Yeah.
Where is it for?
Where is the number? Put the numbers up.
Oh,
No leg, no
They
leg.
can't even teach them series this
Nah,
time.
me.
Not to go.
How many questions? How many? Only one answer here. Eh?
Yeah, no one.
Hello, 4 more to go for the first segment. Yeah, your name.
Once again, Michael Fire. I have not received my scratch card.
No, the man was sending after the show.
The
He
man was
taking the
sending-
names down.
So can I attend it up?
No, if you know when you
No.
have money for it,
You too smart.
I get you.
you took we now want you.
Hey, Mago, man, forget it, man. The kissy go there, Mago fire. There you go.
Teach LU. Hello.
Hello.
You will be answering our question. Yeah, your name, yeah.
My name is Rhoda calling from Lupita.
The way I see it, I think I don't know how are you now. Let me ask. Yeah, so you get who's on name.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the Minister of Gender of the Republic of Liberia? 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3,
Shinami.
4, 5, 6,
Man, heart's gonna run.
7, 8,
Hmm.
9, 10. The Minister of Gender, you don't know.
They say.
Miss it.
Sorry, Father Rashka, you miss it. Look at how I know that was ask you all the time. Hello,
yeah, hello.
go ahead. Your name?
I'm Moses Joe, calling
Who's supposed
from
to ask?
Russia.
Oh,
The man
Your
very
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth.
this small really season you pair request. So
You know what? Give Moses.
Yeah, Moses.
Yeah.
really season the
Moses.
Bluetooth.
Moses. Which river forms part of the border between Liberia and Sierra Leone? Which river forms a part of the boundary between Liberia and Sierra Leone?
The Mano River.
Mano River.
Yeah.
Spell out Mano.
The man are doing it. Congratulations that the man won the
Spell
sky.
Mano.
Hey, my man.
Oh, it's not joke, yeah.
Just find out from. Spell Mano.
Put it your man there. I'm also saying for you.
What is it, God?
Me spell Mano.
Spell
man.
Mano. Oh, man.
Mano River. Spell it.
The Mano River, the Mano,
Yes,
Yeah.
Mano. Yeah.
Mano, talking
that,
about.
that M-O-N-O.
Eh?
Oh, what? Oh, no.
M-O-N-O. M-O-N-O. Mono.
I mean, you know how to spell the trap, man. No?
I'm not getting me out of big one.
Forget it, you weigh your money.
I come in. The next person who will
I'm
call
gonna be counting. Oh.
the next person who will call us spelling. How many gone now?
Two.
Cards. All right. 0 men. Here's your number 0778665699. And the women 0880561644. One woman is on the line. Morning. Morning. Hey, now call before. Hey, you called before?
Yeah.
There's a girlfriend chain too now.
We'll ask you different question. I think question will ask. I will ask.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, you still repeat that?
Who do call Peter now?
Peter Fire. La Peter Fire.
Peter Johnson.
From where?
Yeah. I call it from Sarah.
Shara?
Yeah.
Okay,
How do they get
Shara.
Shara Duboro?
Sharad the
Yeah,
world.
bro.
Mikigwe Junction area there.
You ask your man on question already, man. Go ahead.
That they may ask. So that you don't want to ask that question, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
There's how many rivers in Liberia and name them?
We have 4 major rivers in Liberia.
You miss it already, Baba.
15 seconds.
You say what?
You miss it.
You
I'm not
missed
four major
it.
rivers, Baba.
You missed it already. Yeah, so there is
Now
no
you have
need
to
to
deal
go
with
to.
it,
Yeah, no need to go there.
Hello. But I only 2 gone, 3 more. Morning. Okay, nice to have you on.
Boyman?
Lami Boyman.
Lamin Boyman. Let me ask you. There are 3. How many persons are in studio, by the way? All of the 3 persons. Mo Ali is who?
Mo Ali is the managing director for Water and Fuel.
So that make me ask you question.
Baka Jariba is who?
Maybe I know her, man. Neither.
My man, let me ask the man
Even though
question.
he came my son name,
my
yeah.
question going.
Women like my son name, but
Wema,
Waka Jaliba, where?
I just forgotten it.
my man,
thank
let
you,
me
Baba.
ask Wema.
No, ask me the question.
No, we ask the man a question. Wema, what was the 5th county of Liberia?
Hold on, man. Yeah, hold on, man. Go
The
ahead.
5th county. The county number 5. County number 5. Answer name 5 county. The county number 5 of Liberia. The county that became the 5th county of Liberia.
No,
No labor.
no.
Hello, man.
But then find the answer so at least all can learn.
But the man from Cape Man.
Yeah,
Yes.
but keep on, you know.
So the answer is Grand Cape Mount.
Keep on.
Okay, so
Morning.
some of the questions that we had. The
Let us
first
say
female
answer.
head of state of Liberia was Ruth Sando Perry. Now Erin Johnson said it.
Morning.
Yes, morning.
The president of Sierra Leone is Julius Madabio. Morning. What is your name?
I'm my dog calling from Sokwe.
Good person. Who is the current president of Ghana? Ghana. No. You asking somebody. You asking somebody else. You want cheat. You want spy.
You spy.
You want spy the what?
Yeah, go ahead.
You spy the what?
No spy here today.
You want spy the what? Can't talk about who the president of Ghana. Hello, morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay. Your name and where you calling us from?
My name is Bill Ruben Gongo, calling from Weaver Community.
Gonglo. The Gonglos are smart. Oh, somebody else there.
Gonglo.
Mr. Gonglo, how are you?
Yeah, how are you, sir?
My name is Boaga Jaliba.
Yeah.
You know they feel the children taking some test, right?
Huh?
They feel they put the children taking some test.
The high school student.
The high school
The 12
student,
grader.
12 grader, 6 grader, all them taking the test.
Yeah.
Okay. Spell that test name and give me the meaning. What the W stand for all the thing. Yeah? Spell it first. Spell it.
What they knew the test they're taking?
What do you test?
What?
Spell it.
Tell the was.
What? Spell it.
So what is W-A-E-S-S-E-C?
WAESSEC.
You are wrong.
Okay, that's wrong.
E.
No, you, yeah,
S-
yeah,
S-
yeah,
no,
yeah,
no,
you're
you're
wrong.
You're wrong. You're wrong. Sorry.
But the man that Gonglo, I wanted to give him bonus question.
I won't give you Nima question, man.
That one I want to ask him. My man, which year Nima became county?
1964.
19 what?
1954.
1964.
You wrong.
954, 1954.
1964. You know, the country. Lima, Lufa, and Bon country.
You say 1954, 54?
That man, karate where you wrong.
1964.
Oh, 1964. They met.
Lima, Bon, Lufa.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. You win one that scratch card from me personally.
But you
That bonus question.
Mostly you get you one other trash card because your question of a real wafla question.
know, you play the first one.
WSSCE.
Was.
WSSCE.
Was.
Yeah, that's how it's called. I think when we ask these questions, we need to answer.
WSSCE. That's, I think, West Africa
Okay.
Secondary School Certificate.
So how many questions now they
Yeah.
answered? So
With the two.
Only two, so three more.
2 plus for bonus. Like 1 hour for Ali. Ali was saying, hey, Nima can't take me.
morning.
Mr. Gonglo.
Morning, how you doing?
Great. You called before, right?
No. Just calling.
What is your name?
I'm Gabriel Ndwalu from the Mambagli Bell.
With Bell. Mambagle.
Mambagli. I'm again.
Okay. Let me ask you this question. Okay. Who is the current chairperson? Who is the current president of NOCA? The current president of NOCA.
President CEO.
Oh my God.
What happened to the old man up there?
Okay, so I should announce that the LPRC managing director sent $60.
Okay, so $60 card to give out, and we've only given out.
No, I actually get 55 because you know when you're sending it,
Yeah,
when they may finish to take
Okay.
some stuff. So $55.
$55.
Thank you
11
to
cards.
Honorable Amos 12 for providing $60 this morning. So your call and answer question. Today that your turn to answer question.
Yeah, today they show here that we're giving
Okay,
it to
we
you.
ask you all question.
Yo,
Hold
e-money
it.
today, you're tired. Hello,
Hello.
morning.
Good morning.
What is your name, sir?
My name is James S. Pew. I come from Bonafam.
James Peewee.
Yes. No, not Pew. Pew.
Pew.
PEWU.
From the Republic of Lofa. Are you from the Republic of Lofa?
Tell her name.
100%.
PEWU.
Okay.
Opiu.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the president, the current president of Kenya? Kenya. 10 seconds. 1, 2.
William Ruto. President William Ruto.
He
Spell it last name.
catch you. We not here for eight. Pull the man in there. Nobody.
Spell it last name.
Pew, you got it.
Spell it last name.
President William Ruto of Kenya. He's the present president of Kenya.
All right, you get it. Thank you. Bye bye.
You put His Excellency there.
You're very polite, 2 months.
But congratulations, you won for $5 scratch card. How you want it? Orange or Lone Star?
Put it on orange.
Orange. Okay.
Orange.
Thank you so kindly. Mama, so you
My man, let me ask her question.
Yeah. So let me go to the female line.
Get one half.
Morning.
Nothing to answer.
Morning.
Oh, by the way, the 11 stripes on the flag stands for the
Morning.
11 person that signed the Declaration of Independence.
Great. So you answer that question. Morning.
You're good.
Morning.
Morning. Can you hear me?
I'm General Lawrence.
Okay. We'll ask question according to age. My man, what your age?
How old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay.
Your football age.
So you're going to be learning history. So my man,
You give me your football age.
my man, during the Civil War, a massacre occurred at the Lutheran Church on 14th Street. Give the month and the year that massacre.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very easy.
you gotta know it.
Hello.
Yes.
Boy, I'm talking to you.
I said during the Liberian Civil War, a massacre happened at the Lutheran Church on 14th Street. Give the month and the year that massacre took place.
No, I'm on
But you know people on the thing that will know from where 1945 was born that time. So you know the history.
I got somebody challenging now your was spelling here.
It's WSSCE.
WASSCE. What?
Somebody says WASSCE. So
Yeah.
you are wrong.
It's they don't have the A there. It's WSSCE.
No,
It's
the-
Africa.
West Africa, DJ.
Was
W-
They put the A there. My man, the man know the thing. So that we'll see you, my man. That massacre occurred on July 29, 1990.
So let's get this right. So WAS is WSSCE.
Correct. That's the regular spelling of what.
Okay, I call West Africa.
Okay. So
We'll
we-
see you. Any question we'll ask you now, answer will
And
win.
I'm saying
morning.
Morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where you call us from?
My name is Moses Baklo.
Moses Pakulo.
Yeah.
You say your name Moses Pakulo?
Yeah.
Spell Pakulo.
KPOWOL.
KPOWO. KPO.
KPAWOL. Pakulo.
But give me the man out there
Where you living, Pakulo? Oh,
yeah, you kept on playing phone and no, the man left.
not for.
No.
I know I asked that question for.
Yeah, bah.
I suspect it's funny. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Morning. Your name and where you call us from?
Adasha number 2 from Logan Town.
Logan Town people. Hamware. So you're looking down, brother. About 12 cents on scratch card. We won't give it all to you. You ready to answer?
Yeah, I appreciate it. I will answer any question I'll ask.
What is the name of the wife of the vice president of the Republic of Liberia? 10
Her
seconds.
Excellency, Panam Katumu Kwaka.
Okay,
We'll see
bye-bye.
you. Bye bye. Yeah.
Bye-bye, yeah.
Katoon Baga is the wife of the president.
Won't take
Is it the
Joseph
wife of the
Baka away,
vice?
Jeremiah.
Yeah,
Wait.
one of the
Sorry,
vice
wrong,
president.
man.
Ed Joseph Baka, yeah, you talking that.
Now small boy, man.
Ed Joseph Baka, yeah, you talking that.
Morning.
Emmanuel 2 is my name. I call you from Stebna.
Who's going?
What school you in?
Huh?
Which school you in?
Which one?
Yeah.
School.
You finish high school?
Yeah.
What was your best subject in high school?
My next one is literature.
Julius Caesar.
We're asking a history question about Liberia.
Yeah, ask him, brother.
Literature. And the message that best subject. Julius Caesar.
So
Okay, Julius.
two Liberians won the Nobel Peace Prize, right? You heard about it, right?
I heard.
Show me the year and name the two Liberians. The year and then the two Liberians.
History.
Nema Bowie.
Seconds.
Hello.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Your second going over, bro.
Yeah, Nema Bowie and the former president of Liberia, Mala Ellen Jones.
Which year?
No, I don't remember the year.
Alright, sorry. That history thing.
2011, yeah?
Basically.
Yeah, that was 2011.
I really want to ask that man some kind of question, but anyway,
No.
let's go to
I
this
mean, we're not
one.
going to be giving a
Morning.
free answer.
Morning,
Good morning.
but you got to call it year 2011.
Yeah. It's a
Your
2011.
name and where you call us from?
I'm Roland Daniel call from Chicago.
Roland, we got some scratch cards to give out. You ready to answer? Somebody want to go? You ready to answer?
Yep.
Okay, Joago. Who is the current president of
If I do your money plenty.
Guinea? They ain't let you my money. Guinea.
Yeah.
10 seconds. Yeah, who's the current president of Guinea? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Guinea?
5,
Yeah, Guinea.
6,
Your time
7,
going.
8,
That question
Nine.
on the money.
10. 10 seconds finish.
Make it.
Bye-bye.
You make it.
You get love.
Momodu
Love.
Dumbuya.
Captain.
Morning. Morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, my name is David calling from Chicago.
Your
Calling
name is,
from where?
your name is he called unrestricted. So I think our guy here just cut it off because so the female line he's calling unrestricted. We can't take restricted, brother.
I will know your number if you win.
Yeah, so how do we know your number if you win? Just wasting time.
Or you want to lecture and
Put your
run
number
away.
restricted to fool. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
What is your name and where you calling us from?
I'm calling from Piana.
Okay, who is the current chairperson of the governance commission? The governance commission in your country. 10 seconds. No light.
No light.
Learn about your country. Know your
So we're
country.
doing current event, we're doing history of Liberia.
Alaric Prof. Alaric Tupa.
Professor Dr. Alaric Tufa. That's the name.
Morning.
Hello.
I think we just stick to Liberia, man.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning.
Yes, hello.
Good morning, MD Mo Ali. Good morning,
Yeah,
Jaliba.
yeah.
Yeah, come
What's your name?
What's your name?
I'm PhD in KG. I'm calling for Commandant.
What's your best subject in school?
History.
History, good.
Good. Like,
Which year the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation was established? They were funny.
Mo.
Yeah.
Repeat your question again.
Which year the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation was established?
Hey, Ali, man. Now a question to her.
All right, I'll rest my kid. See my question.
Okay, let me ask the man, yeah?
Let me ask you a question.
Okay, so let me give one easier one for Liberia. Let me ask you one simple question.
Yeah.
That country we call Liberia. What is the meaning of Liberia and in what language, what language they use to form Liberia?
A good question there. History.
No. So sorry.
So what you know now? I'm a kind of contemporary history.
No, I mean, because let me get the answer, right?
Okay, contemporary history.
Yeah.
Who was the
Patrick will give
vice
you too many-
chairperson of the NTGL? The vice chairperson.
The vice chairperson of the NTGL.
Yes. Who they calling on radio are calling for the abandoned place? Answer the question today. Answer. Who was the vice president of the
we'll give him 3 chances, man. See all 3, man.
West Homo Johnson, peace be to his ashes.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah. Yeah. Morning.
Good morning.
I want to ask you the vice chairperson of the NTGO. Morning, your name and where you come from?
My name is Aaron Gian calling from Dublin.
Yeah, welcome.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So we want to ask you one question about your country.
I thought you were asking my best subject today.
Okay, your best subject.
What your best subject?
Nah.
Okay. You're the mad man, you ask question.
Wait, I can ask you a question.
X plus Y plus. Go ahead.
BJ, are you the math man? Ask me a question quick.
We will not as a math question.
Why?
Because then we, in terms of time, you don't know what the guy is even, trying to, get it online, the rest of that, you don't want to understand.
12 and 2.
Man, don't ask me, man. Don't
7 and 8.
Hello?
7.
74.
74. The message best question of mine is 7 and 8 is 74. Yeah, sure. I think we'll take 5 more calls and then we now go on to something else. Hello.
Yes. Good morning, Padre.
Yeah, morning.
This is Abba Kemoga. I answered the first question. I now see my prize here.
My man, which one will say your way after the show? The man taking the names and the number he was sending.
I was the one that answered the auto question, but I can still answer some more.
No,
for what?
You know plenty. If I ask you a question now, you know, answer we'll subtract the first one from there. You agree?
Why you won't get all those trash cars?
No, let you answer.
Let me answer one.
If I ask the first one
and you answer, you go.
You answer. Who won't?
We must try that one.
So try the other one.
No, man.
But then they leave it.
Because if you watch a film where the kid do,
I just want to answer questions, even though I get my money.
So what's that guy in the film who caught do here? The man who caught do here in that film. What's his name?
It was John Yomi.
Baba.
My man, I was saying extra polo and the man got a question.
Got you?
Yeah.
Oh.
But we should really refrain from, for these this stuff.
Oh, that's you?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Morning.
Morning.
What is your name?
I'm again once more calling from Vienna.
No, all right, man.
You want to answer question again?
When you miss it, we take the money from you. The one who ask you for.
No, but I didn't win.
Oh, you won't win first? Okay, so you're
the best subject.
What your best subject?
No, ask any question.
Let's ask the man history question.
Or
Liberian
current
history, current event. So here is it.
What did Chief Justice do?
The Chief Justice during the Taylor era gave us the full name of the Chief Justice during the Taylor era. The man say he now know. So the Chief Justice was Chancellor Gloria Musu Scott.
First, I even knowing that.
Oh, I got one more question.
Somebody know it. Hello. Morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Great. What is your name?
I'll ask you a question.
My name is James P. I'm going for the second time.
If you have me, you call good.
Wait, let me call the number here. 077665699 and 0880561644. Yes, you are on the line.
Good morning.
Morning. Your name?
From?
Okay. Chief, in 1997, Chancellor won election. Who was the chair of the Elections Commission at that time? What Chancellor won election in 1997?
Who was the chair?
Who was the chair of the Elections Commission?
Henry.
His name was G. Henry Andrews. G. Henry Andrews. Thank
Morning.
you.
Yeah, morning.
Morning, your name?
I'm actually calling from Kawa.
We're doing it far now. Quick question. When was Joseph Boaga born?
Hey, Baba, give me different question.
Baba. Hello. Morning. Let's do a quick your name. When was the vice president born, Jeremiah Kung?
Yo, New York leader in the country.
No way, Baba.
1978.
Hello.
Joseph Baka, 1944.
Yeah,
Morning, your name?
I'm Mark Momo. I'm calling for 05.
Where you got Ufana? District 5?
Oh,
Who is the Minister of Youth and Sports?
oh, brother, I'm
Oh, you math student?
yeah.
All right, 10 seconds to answer that one. 10 seconds. I mean, Renaissance Open
2013.
5 times 8 Renaissance closets plus Renaissance Open 12
Easy question, man.
divided by 3 Renaissance closets. 10 seconds. 1 wrong. 44.
But they got smart. I'm smart, my man.
Man, we
Yeah,
see you, Baba.
I mean,
Hello?
you board my you divide first
Morning.
and then you know, so
Yeah, I'm
you multiply.
Joseph Dana calling from Pepland Road.
From Pipeline Road. Nice to have you on. Quick question from Mo Ali. Go
You
ahead.
call it from Pipeline Road. Why was that community named Pipeline?
Good question.
So
you
there
living
was a Puebla port here.
Sorry, that is
The
not the
Puebla-
reason. The reason is because the water and sewer pipe that conveys water to Morovia passes through that place. That's why they call it Pipeline Road. Thank you. Bye bye.
So you now know, know about your area, my man. Not only politics, who the president, who creating problem. All I want to know what they be talking about. Hello.
Hello?
This country here, we must improve with its safety and education
We
and
must
history.
grow our country.
You agree? So you ready to answer? What is the capital city of River G?
River G is
10 seconds.
Thank you.
River says.
River is Sesto City.
Grand
Ooh.
Crew.
You get your father.
Grand Crew.
Who is Barclayville?
Montserrado.
That one will kill them.
Bentonville.
Eh?
Bentonville.
That is there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
My
you.
man, you gotta get your trash
You
car.
got it
Pick
right.
man, trash car, yeah? Hold the line. Where you calling on? I think Vanessa.
I'm calling from Kawa.
Okay, just hold the line. They will take your number down.
How
and send
you
your trash car.
can't you doing a statistic here?
Morning.
Good morning, Padre.
Go ahead, somebody. Your name?
This is Abu Kemokai calling for the third time.
No. What kind of theater?
You now win. No, you now win. Abo.
You know we? Abo, you there? Oh, too bad. We lost Abo.
Abo money finish.
Second time, say we what they call it. I mean, how many more calls we should take and then we'll move on? We got to.
That fool. Yeah, one more.
Okay.
We take one more. Then
The last
one
person.
more winner.
One more winner. Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you coming on?
Okay.
You up to your hot boss? Your water is you up with boss? You know how much for a shot?
All right. So
You want to make
question.
no, I want to ask
You know how
question.
much for
Please.
I'll cut to you. You know how much for $1 star right now? 3 days.
220 my community.
No, not you. Got 200. Bobby Sada, how much minute you again? Don't go small.
Because the plan again 95 minutes.
No. They see.
All right.
you know, you not follow.
So
100 days.
in 1984, President Doe created 4 counties. Name those 4 counties.
1984. I think one will be Bomi County.
Mm.
Another will be Bomi County. And that
How you talking? Get it.
Yeah, Bomi County is one. Then
My bad, somebody showing you behind here. See you, Baba.
Eh?
You don't know it. So we need.
one is Bomi County.
Yeah, one is Bomi County.
So
Yeah,
I
one
know
is
we see
River
on
State.
the top.
Eh?
River Set. And the other two is Grand Two.
Very good.
The last is
Somebody,
Yeah, go ahead. Somebody show him.
Somebody Mo,
No,
yes,
so you
Mo-
miss it.
Mo asking way back questions.
Yeah, because I went back in.
Lamin two blessed title.
So you missed the last one. It's not Sino. Sino is the third county. Sino is one of the oldest counties. So let me name them.
okay.
Bomi was a territory
Yeah.
and it was made county. Then you have Marshall territory and Gibby territory. Those two were combined to make Magibi. Magibi. Marshall territory, Gibby territory. Then you had the Cestus territory, which was converted to a county. And then you had the Crew Coast, which was Grand Crew County. So thank you. You did well, boy.
I get what I didn't talk about small things there.
Most of
No, somebody say I asked a way back question because many people don't know about our own country.
Yeah.
Many people. So thank you for calling.
Hello. We just got one more to go.
Now.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your name?
Mohammed Kamara calling for brother.
Kamara. Akko. How many? Wait, what position Akko king?
Where?
2023. What position Akko king?
Akko King 4.
With how many votes?
My man. My man.
Wait,
Little 25,000 votes.
we got little over.
I could go around 17,000 votes. But the men they were.
No,
I got for
they had 30-something votes.
Yeah, but
Congo
King
had
4.
27,000 votes. Akko did
My
not
man.
come fourth. Akko king third.
No,
Don't
Akko
say
King
that.
4.
You lie. I got for.
I got not come.
Okay,
Yeah.
Akko king fourth.
My man, the men win a thing, so they can toss
I got
yours
King
in.
Not
four.
come.
Then we'll come
Nah,
back
nah,
later.
nah.
I think Apiton.
I don't join between.
Patrick, what you want to?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
man. Don't. Yeah.
Yeah,
don't-
but
don't be
let me answer the question.
The man answer the question.
Wait,
My
wait.
man tell the man number. The man got it.
They made 17,000 votes.
No, I didn't want talking about
I
17,000.
say, my man, I win the team back.
I got 35,000 now in 8 votes.
35,000.
5,000 now in the first round.
I bet you real thing will say your father.
Almost 36,000 votes.
Yeah, so okay, that's all we have time for. I wanted to play the Sweet Liberia song and then we move on. Okay, so for rights, copyrights, we can play it at this point. We move on straight to our discussions right now. Gentlemen, let's just briefly talk about some of the things happening. The first stop is with sports, and it's very important that I indicate that tomorrow the under-17 female team will be in action at the SKD Sports Complex against the under-17 of Nigeria. And my understanding from the Minister of Youth and Sports is that it is free of charge for entry, free of charge. Game starts 4 p.m. What do you think? How significant is that match, Boakai?
Patrick, the under 17 team has been doing very, very well, including the under 20 female team. Been doing very, very well. I followed the matches, especially with the under 20. I watched it live in terms of the third place, the 1-0 game. I think they 1-1, and then automatically they had the penalty. I watched the penalty. I was screaming like, and so they've been doing extremely well. The both U17 team and the U20 team, and so I will be in attendance tomorrow. I will be in attendance tomorrow to be able to show that to be able to support our grace of victory.
You play care more than feet tomorrow, free of charge.
That'll be working.
The female team. So more, I mean, I'm talking about how significant that is. We just saw our under 20 team in Senegal. They came third, for the first time in many years. And now
under 20
the under 20 female team.
Yeah,
so female soccer is doing extremely well. They have female Manchester, female Arsenal, female Chelsea now in the UK. But the under 17 World Cup is up, and Liberia has got 2 games to qualify. One at home with Nigeria, and then we go to Nigeria to play.
Yeah.
Once we win maximum points, for the first time in the history of our country, the under 17 or the female category will go to the World Cup. That's a big thing.
Our
and it'll be the first time. I mean, whether if it's a male team or a female team, it's the first time. And so it's a huge
game tomorrow.
Game tomorrow.
Nigeria always does well at this World Cup.
But that they made it to that. All right. I mean, we have two games to play them here. We have to go to Abuja or where in Nigeria to honor the return fixture. I think that that is something that we will look to and will be there tomorrow.
No, I think they are doing. I think they are doing very, very well, and we should commend them and encourage them. We can invest more into it. It's not only the male soccer, the football. What I call it American name for. We should pay attention to. And
let's talk about the male soccer too. Liberia was just the team was just in.
Yeah, Honor Minister Bangalo is saying he didn't lose game.
Yeah, he hasn't. Well, besides the female under 17, we're supposed to qualify for the final, but we're defeated in the with penalty shootout in the semis. That's how we went third place. But for the male team, we haven't lost.
The senior national team.
The senior national team. We went to Senegal. We drew there. No, we won in Senegal. Came to Liberia. We drew in Liberia. We went to Namibia. We drew in Namibia. I think the next match is Sao Tome the Principal.
Sao Tome and Principe, right? That one we can beat them. That needs us more. You
think about Niger beat people?
Yeah,
they're very known for the kind of footballing activities. Very sure of.
We will beat them.
Another version of Robert Wilson has just entered the studio, and we're pleased to welcome the great Afonso Belle. Afonso, welcome. Thanks for coming.
They get.
Thank you, Patrick. Thank you.
They
bigger
have
money, more money.
They have what it's in. They may get lift. How do you call that thing? Elevator.
Yeah.
I want to hear a boss making ride.
The elevator until 7 persons.
So two of you get it.
So it depends on 7 what size.
7 in our sizes.
So the funny thing,
Rabo is you can read 7, sir?
Yeah. Rabo.
DJ Blue went to me the other day. I saw the guy. Yeah.
The camera, I saw DJ say, "Oh, he oversized me now."
Okay, but I want to switch over quickly to, since we talked about sports. Maybe I need to get your thoughts on this. Are you going to field tomorrow, free of charge? SKD under 17 World Cup qualifier.
Well, I always try to. I don't know why, but I always be careful to go to SKD every time Liberia is playing. Whereas
why you get bad law?
Yeah, not that I get bad law, but I always avoid temptation. I don't like even the football games to go out and watch the regular European games. I always watch it in a place where it's restricted.
Why?
I try to always avoid temptation. Even my birthday.
What do you need temptation?
I don't go out that, but I'll try tomorrow.
You scared?
That's what I'm about. You're going to feed tomorrow.
I'll try.
The young ladies.
I'll go there tomorrow. I got 3 of my friends who are playing on the national team.
The female team?
Yeah, female.
Watch I see why you going there tomorrow.
Yeah, so I'll go there tomorrow. They reached out to me last night.
3?
Yeah, 3 of my friends.
I think, Patrick, we should just have this clarion call to every Liberian to
enjoying the money.
They will be at the field tomorrow, just to give our girls the level of moral support. Normally the female games people don't attend the games, and so there's a very good action from the Ministry of Youth and Sports, of course the FA, for having free entry, so we can be there and provide the level of moral support to them as we normally troop, the SKD county meet. We should do the same for the female national
tomorrow. So game time is 4:00 tomorrow. Let's move on to something else. Trending issues, gentlemen. Beginning with you, Bwaka. What do you want to pick up? You want to give us update from Nukal, or you want to pick up something? Go ahead.
So the Nukal out of 2016, Section 5E gives Nukal right to be able to also do downstream petroleum. As you see in the articles. Well, what happens is that the way the law is structured in terms of if you look at the 5C, I can be able to read that a particular portion, so so that we can avoid any kind of confusion. They said the corporation is established as a commercial entity for the purpose of applying for, obtaining, exercising petroleum rights under the 2014 petroleum law, and pursuant thereto, undertaking on behalf of the state reconnaissance activities, petroleum operations, and petroleum transportation system. So if you look at the new law in terms of the 2019 law, what it referred to as the petroleum operations and petroleum system. It says that petroleum operations as exploration in terms of upstream, for development, extraction, production, separation and treatment, storage, meaning tank, transportation, so trucking services. So one of the things I want to do at the new NOCAL is looking at the downstream sector in terms of oil programs. And so if you go to Ivory Coast, there is a PetroSea in Ivory Coast. It's a state-owned oil company like Total. If you go to Ghana, there's GNPC, but then their stations are run by a station called GOIL, GOIL, GOIL. If you go to Zimbabwe, you see Petrozim. You go to South Africa, there's Saxoy. You go to Angola, there's Sonangol. So just like the managing director of the APRC and the president CEO of NOCAL in Angola, looking at those kinds of ventures. If you go to Nigeria, there's NNPC. So this is not the first time, right? We intend to put out there 35 outlets. We intend to do. We have 160 acres of land in the Buchanan. The plan there is to be able to have a tank farm there, and so those negotiations are ongoing with Bloomberg, with Bank, with the Afro Exim Bank, and so as someone was saying earlier, so that we cannot hold private importers cannot continuously hold the country to ransom, right? And so there has to be some kind of reserve program. And I hope that the Ministry of Agriculture and the Ministry of Commerce can also look at that in terms of storage. And so for every time come here, there's an increment here, and for the last I think like a month ago, there were deliberate actions from the importers to be able to hold oil. If you went to some of the major gas stations at the time, you could not find gas, and so we do not want a recurrence of that. And so one of the ways that we'll be able to do that is to be able to have some kind of intervention. So we intend to fully exhaust the powers provided to us by the 2016 Act of NOCAL and the new petroleum law. We intend to do that. I know FPRA is supposed to announce a new bill around this year. Again, I can say to you that you'll hear no oil noise by the end of the year because we have ExxonMobil coming in. There is some kind of new studies with a lot of seismic data shows that improvements in the harbor basin, and so you hear that noise, and so that's why you see APRA as part of the national revenue envelope will be providing some funding to the government of Liberia this year in terms of the budget.
So in terms of direct impact, I know all of these have ripple effects, but in terms of direct impact, job creation, stimulating economic growth, what can you say as an insight?
So when you do a distribution center, right, you an outlet, what it does is that you create jobs. So there are jobs created along that value chain. And so yes, so we intend to do more of that, right? And so if you're talking about storage, all right, of course, when somebody comes, and store your tank, they have to pay some kind of fee.
But I'm actually looking at low-hanging fruits.
Yeah. So
what is it that you want to do?
So the entire downstream,
short term, so that in that short term,
yes, in terms
project.
Of downstream, yeah. So in terms of having new outlets, low-hanging fruits, we intend to maximize all the things that we move along. So I'm just saying to you that
any prospects for Chevron?
I know that after the announcement of the bid rounds, there are prospects. There are huge prospects, especially in terms of the harbor basin between like Liberia and Ivory Coast, because there have been finds in oil finds in Ivory Coast, given that we have the same, in terms of the same geology and in geology, there are prospects there. And in terms of, I can say this to you, that Petrobras, maybe most people don't know Petrobras, but it's a big oil company in
Nigeria,
South America.
South America.
Yeah. I mean, they coming in to buy seismic data. We have Total Energies coming to buy, seismic data, and so there's a lot of things around Harbour Basin. And so,
is there a timeline, time frame coming?
The new round to be announced this year, and so you hear that you hear them coming back here to be able to do some kind of exploration activity.
Good.
So we're gonna come back, right? In terms of
so local is bouncing back.
Yeah, but the last 2 years it really picked up, and so we intend to
keep it on that flow. Let me come to more before I go to find out about water and sewer. I should have said this maybe from the onset. Madam President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf lost her son, former Deputy Central Bank Governor Charles Sirleaf. Sad to see a mother touching the casket of her son. I mean, when the body arrived from Ghana,
the body wasn't even in casket.
It wasn't even in casket. Well, okay.
That's what the thing is.
Sad. I mean, I saw Madam Sirleaf touching that thing.
It's my first time seeing her really broken like that. I mean, throughout I've been knowing her.
She always tries to keep her emotion when she's in the public.
In that one, I don't think she could keep it. And
it should be a difficulty.
Very, very difficult women. We plan on going to see her
today.
Well, today, tomorrow. But she said this. That was one of her most loved child. I know this because back in 2005, when we were during the campaign, it was Charles who always cooked for her on Sunday. I think even when she was president, she wouldn't eat other places. Once she's in country, Charles was the one who cooked for her personally on Sundays and carried the food and they ate. So, but just at her age and in which this is happening, or one of the sons passed last year, and then Charles this year. Last year was James. Charles this year is heartbreaking for her, and we fully sympathize with her. I mean, I felt really, really terrible when I saw her broke down in the video. I think they were carrying her live, and the picture there. My first time seeing her in that kind of mode.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people around her to make sure she remains stable and all that, because those things are really traumatic.
Very, very. So
just imagine the feeling of burying a child.
Yeah, at that age, you think your children should bury you, and not the other way around. So it's terrible. And I heard he was 68. And
So they pressing the call comfort gift law. Let me talk to you small. I mean, you keep saying you're declared every single person.
Oh, comfort. Let's say that very
we
clearly. We have all declared our assets.
Don't worry about kind of
some of us even publish it, so don't worry about that.
We're not comfort. I have not outlawed. I have the. I mean, I declared in time. Many months ago, 2-3 months ago. So maybe other
I declared as well. But, okay, so more.
But just a small clarification, Patrick.
Now comes the Minister of Youth and Sports.
The first son of James Sirleaf died in 2021 in December.
Oh, he didn't die.
Who was it?
Yeah. And I must.
That was in 2023.
No, 2021 December. Because so I followed that very well.
Minister of Sports.
And Patrick, so last to this Saturday.
Minister of Aero and Sport.
Saturday, right? So on after the death of Charles Sirleaf, I was watching to visit with the former president.
Charles just died.
Yes, I said
okay.
Yeah, you went there.
I went there. I met the former president. We even had a small meeting, and Patrick, I was really amazed. When I went there, she was behind her computer working, and Mrs. Stolz told her that I was in, and then she left from her office. She came to the small conference room, and it was something like, I mean, the kind of resilience that she demonstrated touching, and we talk about, and she was talking about big ticket items about the country in terms of where you guys intend to go, in terms of government outlook. Of course, Manseli, there are some critical issues that she raised. So I say, like, I encourage her to, to raise those issues with the president when he's here. He said, look, I'll do that. So, but I was very, 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 very happy that she was behind her computer working. I mean, at that age, she was behind the computer working, and then we came back and said, look, I passed the bar. I've been out of the country for long, but before coming to Liberia, I had to pass to Ghana, because when I heard he was ailing, I went there, he was looking okay. And he told me that he was coming behind me on Monday. And then to have heard the but that level of resilience, and then she veered off from the bereavement and started talking about big ticket items about governance. And so that was that was the bigger issue. And I was like, and when the body came, and then to have descended into that kind of emotions. I mean,
but some people know how to manage their emotions.
Yeah, you talk about him in terms of human side.
Some people know how to manage their emotions.
So yeah,
I'd like to announce that we've been joined by the Minister of Youth and Sports, the Honorable Jericho Bangalore. I did that as a question for people to scratch card. The other guy did not know. Minister, welcome. Thanks for coming. You got to
we asked somebody who the Minister of Youth and Sport didn't know you.
Yeah, welcome. Thanks for coming.
The best security are the ones you don't see. So, I mean, so if you went and you assume that there are no securities in the United States of America, but you don't see guns all over the place, that assumption will land you behind back.
Yeah.
And so we're in the background and we're doing everything possible. I want to join all of you in empathizing with Madam Sirleaf. These are terrible moments for their family, and we just continue to hope and pray that God will continue to console the family so that they can overcome this. As usual, unlike you guys, I'm practicing. When I played soccer this morning.
Look at you.
Unlike Mo Buckeye, Patrick retired.
How you call yourself?
At the age of 16. Patrick retired at the age of 16.
Raphael, you call yourself Raphael.
And so Alfonso won't forget him, my man. Okay. Alfonso is.
Oh no, Alfonso.
Alfonso
is way behind the people who are behind.
This is a problem.
All he does, he BBGB.
Alfonso has.
Oh, by the way, Alfonso is the president of the GB Center.
But one of the things
really?
Yeah.
Right here.
That's not the only.
They've failed in numerous coup attempts to remove him.
Chief, we will never succeed.
There's a
GB Center in Ghana.
I'm on a round with you.
There's a GB Center in Ghana that he's also president of. So it's not just, he went to Lofa.
He's fast becoming president. All GB president.
He became president of the Tomagin Center in Ghana, in Lofa. So it's not strange, actually. But to get this guy to any side has been a problem. But again, as Minister of Youth and Sports, I will always try to be agile and very physical. And before I got here, I heard, you guys talk about since the beginning, Minister, the team has always been winning. Chief, I will ask you to ask people about Foya Flying Eagle. The team that I played for in Lofa called Foya.
A non-existent team.
Foya Flying Eagle. Look, let me tell you, that team, my man, at the time, we never had time for that of your third division. We have one strong team or two strong teams.
Anybody from Lofa days, and you heard about that team called and
Flying Philip Manjo was there. You understand?
Oh, Joseph,
my man, Foya Flying Eagle was not an easy side.
What will you play?
I used to play number 6.
Look at you.
I was a midfielder.
So what are you playing now?
Later on, I moved.
Why you drop to the defense now? You play
playing almost
I
one.
never got injured one day.
For your flying
Never
eagle.
been.
Why you play number 2?
How many do you?
Because when you play number 2, you enjoy. The goalkeeper, he give it to you.
You get bomb.
You decide who to give it to. When you taking it now. I used to play number 9, but every time I ask him, people, man, I caught him no way.
Yeah, because they never trusted you.
No.
They never trusted you.
I
You
dumb,
stupid boy.
So now I drop number 2. The thing guys do, who was begging me, who I was begging, go help me. I said, oh.
Mega Eugene now we play number now. We did name we not play number now. Eugene, you know, Eugene
I'm
football.
a coach. I'm a technical director.
No, yeah,
Actually,
how are you technical
On a
director?
serious note, I must applaud you guys. You did extremely well with informing the public about tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the under 17.
You say it's free of charge. That give me
They are 130 minutes away from the World Cup.
wow.
Yes.
And it's going to be the first time in the history of this country.
Scary man for long.
Yeah, but I'm not sure them one here. Then look at it.
80 minutes.
130 minutes.
1990.
What?
1990.
I know you got
That
to-
is
180.
180. I was like,
180.
But we'll be there, right?
Well, yeah, my business.
no, I'm probably the get game probably will do.
No, 180 minutes away
So,
Be there, right?
how much do we
from
need to
the
win?
World Cup, man.
How much do we need to win tomorrow to win?
You know,
Because
when
you need to have a
and
better,
in
a better
the
score than Nigeria. That's
in the next round.
You think
Okay,
2-0?
we'll be there. Yeah, we'll draw.
2-0 is a good
If
score.
you win and you maintain it in the next leg, you are at the World Cup.
Yeah, but a 1-0 win here is not too strong to
Well,
maintain.
I mean, you win 1-0 and you go.
My man, to go away.
Well, let's win. Let's win.
My friend,
Yeah.
I mean the two-leg counter. So what you do is that just
win.
get the best in terms of the best record.
Go.
But you
Yeah,
saw the
1-0.
guys.
You draw 0-0 and that's
You saw them
Under 20,
play.
I saw the under 20, but
You
the
saw them
under 17,
Yeah, but you saw them play against Senegal.
they
Yeah.
won, they drew.
We defeated Senegal 2-0 here.
We drew in Senegal.
They beat us 3-1 and we
Your
beat
team
them
will be
here
in 2-0,
2-0.
so we have better record.
Yeah.
And then we now playing.
So,
Nigeria.
I mean, they are extremely good.
And Senegal is highly rated.
Of
Their team
course.
highly rated.
And so, for me, I have no doubt.
We'll be
of the-
Nigeria.
of the support. I'm
But
sure
man,
our
let's go there
guys
tomorrow. We'll go in there
will
tomorrow.
learn.
Minister, one quick question. Leo Cooper. He said, please ask the Defense Sport Minister why they posted the KIDA application site and later brought it down.
Well, I'm not sure I got that information because that is a public information. I will find out from the same mapping before the program ends. But I'm not sure that is the case. And if that's the case, then maybe
So,
I
but
hope it's not for technical reason. But
So-
I think it's widely publicized. I personally conducted a press conference announcing the whole cadet.
Maybe you get
stuff.
it to check it out. So
Yeah, but I'm some of these technical things. It may not be deliberate. And beyond the website, we said, come physically, and you can also do it. And we got it at the various centers, like the MVTC and other centers, where you can pick up the form. So
yeah, so
there's
it's
no
good. It's
secret
good,
about it.
Minister. It's good that we talked about it a little because
Yeah.
people are interested
Mhm.
in it.
Yeah.
Like the registration centers. When are you starting the program itself?
So
What is it like? Because also, there are ministries and agencies that are afraid to accept people because the thinking is that when you take them, you are the one responsible for them.
Yeah.
okay, so very good question. The UNDP has been partnering with the Ministry of Youth and Sports over the years. And so this is 100% going to be sponsored by that partnership through the UNDP support. So $200 per month for 3 months for each of the cadets. And you must be a graduating senior. That's why you're presenting your documents, with all of your grade points and everything, or
a
a
recent
graduate. A graduate of a
Recent
university. Yes, recent graduate of the university.
Okay.
The other thing is, we could not start without following the steps. So we had to communicate with these functionaries of government and other institutions,
Mhm.
get the feedback, and I must commend NOCA, man.
Thank you.
Look,
How many
NOCA,
look are taking?
well, no, I mean, NOCA 3, right?
And
Yes.
we're taking 2 as well. So you have
NOCA,
to-
and I will commend Water and Sewer, man.
Yeah, man.
Water and Sewer.
No, come on.
I mean, but you are not commending. Taking 4, combat ministry. Wow. Commerce, yes, it's true. Commerce taking 4. I'm waiting for LTA.
How many?
Okay. In the case of the Ministry of Defense letter, they said that they will. They have secured funding from UNDP to be able to pay the cadets.
Yes.
So
but did you send a letter to LTA?
It's just because
of that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's why. But we will go a step further, right? We will go a step further.
You don't announce that now.
Okay.
How many months they are there for?
Noka said they will evaluate them. Noka is robust, and that's one.
So let me
help them.
Wait.
Add them.
Let me talk to
and
no,
see
they
how-
haven't sent us yet, but we agreed to take 2. Let me talk to Leo
So-
Cooper. Leo Cooper, the mayor, has announced you can go to, you said
I know at the center at the SKD Sports Complex.
the SKD Sports Complex at
The cadet
MVTC.
office, MVTC.
So
I'm
you
sure
can go to
people
any of
will
those
see
places and
the
get your
forms are
stuff.
there. And so whatever happening on the website,
So who does the
you may
assignment?
be right, but it may not be intentional.
Who does the
The
assignment
president
to
said the
institution?
extent they have.
Who does
The
the assignment?
ministry.
The ministry.
So how do we know we are supposed to take some?
No, we communicated with you
Communicated with every
at the time.
ministry.
I think maybe at the time around woman there, my man.
Yeah.
So
So
check
yeah,
the
go
record.
back.
Eh.
But they have Brian or
Yeah,
Mape to
I mean, you really have no
reach
choice.
out
Oh,
to,
take-
reach out to,
no, I mean,
that's information we send it
yeah, please.
on Monday morning. We send it back. Yeah. No, but I mean, we paying. So why?
Yeah, but they will transition them into a
How you, my man? You.
none.
Well, one thing I know, the mentorship. Buckeye, Nokai have said that we have mentored these people to see. You know, sometimes it's not just that you got to take them, but when you mentor them, they are ready.
But if they are paying these people, but we have to really announce this is a very good move, you know,
Oh yeah.
that it will serve as a short-term employment for a lot of young people.
Yeah.
How many thousand people
The
are
thing
looking
is,
at?
no, it's under 200 actually.
Oh,
But
yes.
now,
But the problem,
but this,
the
okay, sorry.
problem is fabric, not only the short-term employment, but the overemphasized thing is the mentorship.
Which is not
Yeah.
bad
Yeah.
too.
So this is not really about employment.
Yes.
It is about getting the experience.
So they get $200
Because
How many having for the 3 months? 200 each?
200 each for
3
3
months.
months.
So-
$600.
because you know
over the
normally when you apply for job, they ask you
Oh, yeah.
job experience and this and that and blah blah blah. So this is intended to give you an intensive,
Yeah.
training. So
Exactly.
I mean, we're even hoping that some of the people they will send will be maybe civil engineers or chemists to water and
The
see
minister is
what
willing to exam
they can have,
for policies that you're trained for the next 3 months.
so that these people
Then
can
you
have
get
hands-on training.
they have one. They have. You go ahead.
So I say I am hoping that the people you send to water and see, or maybe you can send somebody who is doing civil engineering.
Oh, no. I mean, you can make. I mean, once you make that
Yeah,
request,
civil
send it to the-
engineer,
You can have one
chemist,
directly in your
yes,
office.
because we need to train more chemists for the treatment plant and,
Yeah.
and other
That's good.
places that will be coming
And
also.
we want to add, we have included graduates from the vocational training programs too.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yes.
So water and
not
sewer,
that
for
we're
example,
sending
we
them for
need
plumbers.
plumbers.
Yeah, sure.
So let me ask this question for the benefit of the audience. How does one be a part of qualified to being a part of this?
So that's what we said. We said we launched the program about a month ago,
Okay.
and then we have the forms all out.
Where?
At the Ministry of Youth and Sports, there's a cadet department under the youth department there.
Okay.
You can pick it up, the MPTC, BDOTC, I'm told, I think also in Clay. It's going to be in 5 counties.
So somebody can go to MVTC on
Yes,
the
sure.
Japanese freeway
And get a form.
and get a form,
Yes.
fill in it.
Yes. And I am not too clear as to the actual date for the deadline for submission, but I'm sure it's still open. I know it's still open, and people can still get it.
How do we avoid
But
the
applying
contact
doesn't
is
qualify you automatically. And Boga will tell you
They
that.
have to set on a GPA with an
The
average.
GPA, you must prove that you are a graduate senior or you have graduated, so you'll be vetted.
Now I got a problem with that GPA, unfortunately, because life does not show. In life doesn't show GPAs.
But there's not a
Life
lot
show
of
people who make
emphasis.
effort.
Patrick, since
And what they call it. So why do we make a
who ran the
criteria so
program in the
difficult?
past, since I play a role in terms of stuff, do you want to vet 40,000 people for 200 spaces.
So it's about the vetting.
So
It's about the criteria that-
Patrick, nobody wants to receive 200,000 applications and then to be able to lead to them. That's why they put these guys.
What about the
random
vetting?
How do you random vetting?
So Patrick, what do you want?
I'm
is
just playing
you want that number to increase, right? So through budgetary allocation, that's what we're advocating for now. So that government be matching, so that the government can be matching what is coming in from the partner. So if government put like $500,000 there for the cadet
3 months.
program,
Through LTA,
you know, you absorb a lot of people. And like,
Somebody asking a very important question. Say, is the application process decentralized?
yes, it is. It is decentralized.
200 president is small
It's
for all the
decentralized. So it's not just a Moravia-based thing. It's
Oh,
decentralized.
not bad.
Patrick,
Yeah, some, I see the say some people can buy GPA.
yeah, but not everyone know about GPA.
You gotta
I mean,
start
right? I mean, see, I mean, what the school's responsible.
But we don't vet schools.
Once
Yeah, vet school.
you bring in your GPA, whether you bought it or not, what the so it's not an issue.
And Minister, somebody like me who was beneficiary of these national mentorship program because I was part of the class 2 of the President's Young Professionals program under my leave, and so I was assigned mentor, and my mentor was Sam Hay, Sam Hay, and so I started with the entire youth development framework, and so in terms of youth development work, in terms of vocational training, program management, and the rest of that. So today, that allowed me to be appointed as assistant minister for vocational technical training, and I was the sector head of the entire TVET program that brought in the 14th, the 11th cycle EU grant. Today that you have all the vocational technical training programs, all those activities in Plibo, in the places.
Yeah.
I was the head of the secretariat of the interministerial task force in TVET, right? To be able to write the initial proposal to Lanzi from UNESCO, the EU office, Papa staff from for the UNESCO program. And so when you go through these kinds of internship programs and you get the right mentorship, right, you can be able to sail through, as Mo said, and that's why I look at what we'll do with those students. Want to put them on hands-on training and to be able to build capacity and provide them livelihood skills, to be able to move in terms of the job market. Because it's
if you spread, and let me say also we've been joined by Stephen Johnson, Deputy Director General for the Liberia Civil Aviation Authority. Thanks for coming late.
They're facing that old cricket building.
You're facing. We're coming to talk about that building there.
That's the ugliest building in the country. I mean, just
was never qualified by.
You see that lately? Wow.
I barely still ugly.
No. Ali.
I've always told Stephen that building, that his building competes with another building, the ugliest building in the country. The building on the double road in the curve. On the curve. Without windows, it's a chockable.
He said,
market.
I know the green.
look at the building.
Stephen Johnson's
There's a building up on Secretary on the
You see
ticket road.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
What happening now? That building coming to life. No.
Stephen. So now they are building. I mean, all right. They're also not joining that category of the obvious buildings in
Bombay. Tell me how far you go without building.
It's coming to light.
Stephen doing well. Stephen doing well. Give me a few slips.
Yeah.
Who ran the so easily?
The first thing, obvious guy in La Bro. They can't run the building when you see.
So a couple of things happening there. We're doing the renovation, and then we were able to procure laptops.
I see why John Mawa was at that building.
There is a quick question. Somebody is asking what age
like youth
That youth
program.
program.
18 to 35. Yeah, it
But
is.
you say 35 you.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's a positive.
that the policy definition.
No. Listen, that policy was as a result of the war. So it was assumed that many young people had missed out on the school going ages because of the war. And so they assume that if you were to formulate a youth program at the time, so you will have a situation where parents, because young people were having kids, will be in classes with their children.
Therefore,
let extend the youth age from to as far as 35. It's been over 20 years.
So in that resolution,
it's been over 20 years. Nowadays,
correct.
No, it is, Jaliba.
No, because are you supposed, right?
Yeah.
You look at the African youth policy.
Yeah.
They say that
No, Jaliba, no, Jaliba, the policy is like, you know the youth age. You can listen. You can now have a country where the life expectancy is 56, and somebody is at 35, still be a youth. It's not possible. Therefore,
calling for a
revisitation. Because you know what happened? When Ali and you were in university, we were the youngest people ever who were in university with people who were in their 60s. Nowadays, I was on Educate Campus on Friday. They 17, 18, 19. You cannot be saying that these kids now, you calling them youth, you calling somebody 35 years old.
That's a problem. They have people like all they call young men.
But let me tell you something.
Somebody said
one of the men who traveled for university years back recently went back, and then they were putting their names on their attendance sheet. He put his ID number. The lady said, "Papi, they say your ID number, not your phone number."
But you know,
but I'm so happy to when we enter the UL, our ID number in 29, 28, and then you have people who are in 19.
Who's gonna be laughing? So, Minister, you need to go back. We need to sit down. We need to relook at the youth age, right? In most Western nations, the youth age is from 15 to 25.
Yeah.
By the time you cross 25,
I really believe that you should be between
15 to
25 because
15 to 25.
Because Patrick, you see, some of the things on our development here is that somebody is 40, is going to 50, and they still consider themselves young man. You know, like we used to have one guy behind fighting for our youth and sport ministry during the Judy Variety. Well, now, man, his name. You always equal to, and when we go and say, yeah, we the young people, we the youth. Come on, you in 50, you don't be on. But who are heading flying Linsu at the time? When we were doing that, who are heading flying Linsu? We're not calling it, but there were people in there. You know, fly. Yeah. No, they were in the 50s. The people were heading at the time were doing. And then,
but frankly, a lot, not just policies, but even our laws will have to be revisited. You know, as the law is, a youth cannot be president, right?
Yeah.
So, but a youth can be speaker, 25.
Yeah.
And the president is 35. So a representative,
25. Representative 25 from
so
25.
And then the state constituency in descending order, the speaker can be president.
Right.
So one day, why if you have a youth who is
25 years,
25 as the speaker, and then that figure they come. Wow. So all those things we have to really look at and.
But I really think we need to develop our mind.
You know, like for UN is 15 to 24. OECD is 15 to 29, of course, you know, for African youth policy, 15 to 35. But again, we really have to relook at the
35-year-old male or woman
the definitional issues around.
Well, but you have them living with their parents here.
Huh?
You have
the reason. They got 50 years old.
Stephen, just to correct something. I mean, I know we to quote that. The life experience in Liberia has improved a little.
For what?
I mean, we are around
60 something now.
Yeah, 61, 62.
So half of that age can be
that
you.
has, yeah, I mean,
when you live half of your life, you can still be you.
But you know,
and once you carry the mentality that you always youth, there are things that people can do at your age you don't see that you can do it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You always
There are people in this country who are at very, very young age. I'll talk about, for example, Strategic Partnership Vice Chair, Cornelia. Cornelia is turning, I think, 33 or 34.
34.
This July.
Yeah.
I mean, June.
But you don't see yourself.
But Cornelia now does not consider herself youth.
No.
And she cannot even consider youth deputy minister for administration, Ministry of State,
Huge portfolio.
vice chair for inter-party and election NEC affairs at the Unity Party. And you know, when she became assistant secretary for, so assistant secretary for press publicity and outreach of the UP at a very tender age. When in fact she wanted to vie for youth chair, I mean youth vice chair and this and that, and you know, I mean, Rafa, I say no, move from there. You know, in fact, don't consider yourself you. So it's the mindset.
Let me say something.
That these things come
with. In as much we see that a lot of young people we have to cater to and brought, you know, back to be involved with education and what have you. There are a lot of young people who are doing extremely well.
Very extremely.
Let me tell you, I was in conversation with the health minister.
Mm-hmm.
She says to me, well, 80% of our specialized doctors in country now are below 35.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That is remarkable for me. Interesting. And working with them to get that data, that's statistics. When we're talking about the negative, we're talking about the positive.
But BJ, some of the things, for example,
80%.
When Alvin Doe, for example,
from a route here is a go. And the interesting Ali is we all of us here have been affected by that.
Yes.
But I said no sound. Somebody say no sound.
All of us been branded by that nomenclature to the extent that people didn't think that you can serve inside the world. To this point, people still look at you as and I remember
I was just about to count the 2005, 2006.
The former president at the time, Ellen, and most of the people around, by the time the election was over, the only thing they were telling us, go to school.
Yeah, young people, you go to school.
You go to school. But if you look at Liberia history in reverse, you see that there were people at our ages at the time who were already ministers. Of course, who were already ministers.
Go even to the founding of Liberia. Joseph Rao was 38 years old when he became president of this country. And you come in the 80s, the entire group that took over,
2030s,
they were in there.
I mean, forget about all that. John Modu was, I think, 32 when he was
Auditor General.
I'm now at 36. That one was
38. 38 when he became.
So, I mean, they just keep you within that.
A certain group, they want to keep you down. You young man.
The environment got down. The perception of the environment.
But there's something somebody told me, one woman said there's in politics, there's a diaper effect. Once somebody saw you in diaper, forget it. You will never see you in diaper.
You say what?
No, if you keep a value, almost spend 10 years.
That's a patrimony.
That's what's a patrimony.
It's really true is that this country is predominantly young people.
Precisely.
That's what our census,
which is a blessing.
Which is a blessing.
Countries like
almost 75%.
Countries like
this country's population.
and that's why you see the Western countries increasing
with the census, the recent census. And I think I think we need to maybe in this case we have to redo the census for some sort of accurate.
But
I actually don't believe that we're 5.3 million. I think we're more than that.
Nobody
I don't think we
Plus or minus,
Patrick,
we will not be
The
too
last
far
census,
from
nobody
that.
talked to me.
that is what we have.
No, God,
We have that data.
nobody talked to me.
Nobody talk to you.
I think what they did,
Did they have to talk to you?
You are not yet.
Yes.
I was here.
yeah,
The West Africa, but they can't tell you. Wait. When they went to the house, they asked, "You have two?" The only thing is that because they were taking the full credential. They were taking the full credential of everyone they enumerated. So they ask you your degree of qualification, what you have in your house, your income level,
Right.
and all of these kind of things. So,
but I don't think anywhere in the world a census would be 100%.
No,
Because by the time you're counting,
Patrick,
you leave that.
Okay, so
you ain't not counted in
Patrick, Patrick,
it's always.
but that's why they have the margin of error,
Yeah, plus or
which is
minus.
5%.
Patrick, you struck a very important point, and when I was at Even Sports, I mean that was an issue, and I raised that with now the new head of Legis, Gafon, right? The way how the numbers are, they're not there for the development purposes. For example,
But that's what the censorship
we
is for actually, right?
we carry a very wrong number for a long period of time at the ministry, right? They say, youth, they constitute like 63% of the population, and that was so wrong. All the national documents you had that there, you like runs. But if you look at this activation in terms of from 15 to 35. Just from people between from 0 to 9 years, they were 30% of the population. Yeah. So between 15 to 35, you're talking there about you're talking there around 29, 30%, right? 29, 30%. So I mean, if leaders can be able to get specifically children in terms of 0 to 14, right? Youth 15 to 35, and then to use those numbers now just for references in terms of USFP to use the references, FEO and all these groups can be used as references. But the way how they are, they normally do it from 0 to 9, it's from 9 to 24. Yeah. And then 24 straight to 35. That's not really accurate. In terms of so we have to tell the guys from Legis to be able to give you that exact number.
So BJ, my understanding about the whole census thing is that the census, the results are supposed to be there to be disaggregated for developmental purposes.
Right.
It's not just because we want to say like bro, get 4.5 million population. Is firstly the demography of the people, where it's populated, because the census, those numbers will tell you what kind of development is needed here and where development is needed urgently and all this kind of stuff. But I think the only reason why we're doing census now is for political reason.
That's why it was created.
For political reason. How many people there? How many people are young people? How many districts will create? Precisely. It's not for development. And we need to transform the entire census from just being, for political purposes being for developmental purposes.
Most of the countries, they got a census house or the data house that is bringing everything together. The labor survey, the health survey, the education, everything should be in that one portfolio. Because you can go do census in terms of numbers of present for political reasons. Then you come back, Ministry of Health, go do their survey, Ministry of Labor do survey, Ministry of Education do survey. No. There are two things we need to do in the country. One is that bring that whole census house, bring all the surveys together under one census house. Then the other thing, the printing. You see, military agency, the printing.
We don't get that for you.
So let me say this quickly, and I think to Alfonso's point, you see, government is supposed to, when there's supposed to be collaboration in terms of operations of government. For example, an NIR and Legis, along with, for example, NEC, the Ministry of Post and Telecommunication, all of these entities are supposed to partner in the census. Some of the things, imagine as chaotic as it was in Liberia in the 90s, the self program was very effective. I think when they mark people who in Bishop Brook, you in the thing.
Someone area said
It's painful.
I mean, that's just I said that it's the national address. In Bishop Brooks. You know, the other people across the water.
How many birthdays you gave?
I mean, I forgot we bad.
Well, Stephen, I listened to Nicholas Johnson, no relation to you, assistant minister at the Post and Telecom. I think they trying to just have that reintroduction of the post office into their system. And I think that's that
which is good.
We should invite him one of these days.
Very effective in Sierra Leone.
Oh yeah,
address system.
Very, very.
You can tell the taxi driver in Sierra Leone, say, "Get me to number 63 Wilkinson Road." He can me directly to the house.
So Freetown, Freetown, even in the
it's all over. Out of the
and so the zoning. Right, so like
this address system that they're about to.
The advantage the advantage we have is it will be when they do it, then it will connect it with Google Maps.
Yeah, so
now
there's a
when Patrick called me and said, "Come to Ghana's Patrick just share a location. I'll be able to go there. Even if I come and
but Steven, even that you can do it now. You know, like. I can share my location with somebody from right here.
Yeah, we'll put you in the vicinity.
And it will bring them. Yeah, but the problem is to go straightly to the house. We've built all over in the alleyways and everything. And the construction in the alleyways is affecting so many things in this country.
Yeah.
I was just on the line with the public work ministers. He's currently out of the country. It's affecting water and sewer, for example. You see people complain about people spilling in the streets in Central Monrovia. It's not that water and sewer does not have the capacity to clean them. To clean the sewer line, the inspection chambers, what you call the manhole, you can't get clean one manhole. If you clean it this one, it's a corresponding manhole. You need to place put the rod in and clean from there to here. You can't do it when somebody has constructed already on the other one. Like, for example, before your place, Parliament, we're finally able to solve the problem there.
Thank you.
How we did it, there is a manhole when you go straight down to that 20th Street side.
Right.
Going to Fiamma, there's a manhole there. For maybe decades, they not touch it. The sand filled in, that is a 20 feet deep manhole. We have to, it runs straight down to where Patrick Mbayo was living, right?
Right. The green compound.
We took 2 days cleaning that place. So the moment we clean it, the manhole before Parliament on 19th Street there is a starting manhole. So all of the houses over there, the sewage that's collected.
But I see about English where they got starting manhole.
So there were the sewage, the houses around there.
Right.
There are pipes run into that manhole. It's not going down to 18th Street side. It goes straight towards Fiamma.
Fiamma's at 20th Street.
Yeah, 20th Street. So that's a starting point. It collects over there. From there, it goes right in front to where Samoa built that house. Before where Kochi lived. There is a manhole there that collects from the other side. Then it goes to that 20th Street. Then going towards Greenhouse. So there is a collection manhole there, collection chamber. That collection chamber transfer the waste to where who contest perpetually in District 9. Mirakataka. So that's from there, and then send it to the stabilization pond in Fiamma. Now, in order to have cleaned that manhole before there, where you are complaining all the time, because the one on 20th Street there was black completely. So when you suck the feces out, you have not solved the problem. You only 2 minutes you solve that problem because now when you go to Kerry Street, not Kerry, Macklin Street, right between the stretch between Broad Street and Ashmore Street. The reason why the people keep flowing over there because opposite that place.
Go
ahead.
Somebody pressing you now. They say you.
No, I was just there. I was just about to say that, right?
Yes, opposite there. They play those ladies plaiting hair.
Where on the way?
On Merton Street there. The stretch between Ashmore and Broad Street,
right,
where they get the Aminata building.
Right.
There is a person who has built on the manhole. They didn't only build on the manhole because they sit there to ply hair. They seal the entire manhole up.
Right.
In order to clean that manhole where the feces is leaking from, right on the road there on Kerry Street, you have to bust that one. Because when you put the rod in, somebody has to be in that manhole to clear all the dirt out. And then you have to into Randolph Street. Then the problem there. So it's not going to be solved. The lady there with.
So what you intend to do now? I mean,
consistently we've spoken with them. We don't want to bust your structure. Just come on Sunday, we bust the manhole open, clean it up, and we close it back. 4 Sundays, you can come. We'll have agreement. So finally resolve with the public works minister. We'll go and mark the place
tomorrow.
Patrick will try again. Patrick Sandiki will try again tomorrow to see if they will come to open it, or else it's a good structure. We'll end up breaking it.
Ali, let me ask you one question. The sewer, is there a converging point? All the sewer, is there a place where?
Yes.
Too.
Yes.
Where's that?
Yes. It's in Fiamma.
No, I mean the one on the ground.
Yeah.
It goes from to a
Fiamma.
Okay.
Yeah. They play the Purple Factory.
So all the
that's why
all the
sewer
from
all over from Bala, straight from the German embassy in Congo Town. All the sewage that's collected from everywhere
go straight over there.
Go straight over there.
So Ali, why you guys don't use that to be able to do biogas?
Yeah, that new technology.
So the treatment they had there. So you can get 2 things from it. You can get fertilizer and you can get a methane gas. The treatment plant they had there, that same Purple Factory, that what they used to call fertilizer factory.
Okay.
Because the treatment plant was there, they were producing fertilizer from there.
Okay.
That treatment plant has been out since 1990. So what we have there is a stabilization pond. That one is acted on by natural forces, bacteria, sunlight, and it gets. So to reconstruct to a modern sewer treatment plant, you need at least 150 million.
150 million?
Of course.
Yeah, Patrick. I mean, these things are not something. And you understand, right? I mean, Patrick, Elabo don't do it, right? If one of us is a star performer, we have to acknowledge that. When the formation of the government, especially the role that we played, the information of the government, right? But for where Ali met Water and Sewer, and in terms of the direction, right, with lack of resources and in terms of the capacity, his new team, and he has to be commended for that level of and I just not
you know why he's saying that, because Baka understands that there is somebody who said more than going case.
Right.
No.
I the first time when I asked him, I said, look, he said, look, what is more going to do there? In fact, there is an issue of delay salary, arrears, and 11 months, 10 months. I mean, of arrears. I mean, what are you guys going to do there?
But let's
and I mean, to have just gone there and achieve that narrative, I think that's very. I mean, and I'm very proud.
I also have to give it out to Stephen too. I mean, where they met. For the fact that they I visited that building.
No, that place.
Don't welcome that
You know where they met that place and where they're taking that place. I understand some new flights will start joining us for the first time since I don't know.
But if I
come, man,
let me tell you,
even this week, last week we had this. Last 2 weeks we've had missions come from the entire West African state. Just this week, I did the closing yesterday. We had the and a part of the requirement, the accident the aircraft accident, training course. We had Liberians now.
Serious lady about all of these things.
Yeah, we got Liberians now who, when a flight, there's an incident or accident with a flight, they can be able to be the first responder in terms of.
We have them here.
The training.
Astronaut.
So let me just say.
So you know, now Liberians go to Rwanda for school. They are in discussions with the
Kenya.
They are in discussion with Air Rwanda to start.
Even Angola,
straight
South
from
Africa.
Even Angola airlines, but that will come from the south. I mean, from South America.
Yeah,
straight.
Then that's South Africa because many Liberians go to South Africa, but I haven't been there.
Okay.
I mean that.
So
Yeah,
Ali,
to
Ali,
just
just
go
so,
there is
Ali, so just I didn't lose my thought on this one.
yeah,
I saw somebody asking the questions
yeah,
about a situation around water side.
yes.
Yeah, somebody kept asking the question.
Okay. Let me just talk about the water side thing very quickly.
Yeah, water side.
Water
Somebody
side,
kept on asking
water
the question
side
over and
is
over.
one of our problems. The only day we have to work the water side is Sunday. You see, all the sewer lines are in the middle of the street or on the side. The people occupy all those places. In order to clean the sewer lines, you need the whole road because the sewer trucks have to park. You need people in those sewer lines, the chambers, to clean it up. So when you are up there, you're pushing, you're rodding, the guy is down here cleaning all the dirt. You don't want to see some of the things that they put in there.
I know.
You know.
And the water.
So in order to do the water side people, we are in discussion with the market leaders. They need to give us the space through the week to work. Otherwise it will be difficult. And for their own good.
And the
So
water
that is
rationale behind the Sony.
No, sodium is a public drainage.
But why? Why? I mean,
Why do we? I think we're renaming that.
There's something wrong over there because how do you just put a public drainage in the middle of the
That
city?
is-
The thing just wow.
No, but Steven, yeah, so is a wide open part that is a problem.
Because
The
it's in a
entire
different
country,
perception, don't you think we
the
need to
entire
rename it?
country has public drainage. For example, when you're driving on the bridge, Talker Bridge,
Right.
you see those big
No, PV pipes.
spaces, yeah, that's a public drainage.
Yeah,
But
but
I mean,
they are sealed up.
So normally they are sealed up. They open a Sony and two things happening. Number one, in fact, three things. The stormwater collection bring all the dirt and put it there. Number two, there are people who are constructing, they don't want to connect to the sewer line because they don't want to pay sewer bill. They connect in the Sony. So most of the things.
And why did I go all the way to
There has to be a way where that is stopped. Right?
Public well needs to start that. So
tracks,
we have made an announcement.
When you plug those two lines, they will come
So
out.
we've made an announcement for all those who are connected, and not only in the Sony, they are connected, all those connected to public drainage, all those connected to the river. You run your sewer line in the river. They got most of these stores in Clareton, Vartan, they run it right in that Blue River. Some of them put it in the sea to get disconnected, come register to get connected. We have that issue now we're going down Johansson.
Right.
You know, that whole place over there, the sewer line is free. People are not connected. They just run their pipe right in the public drainage. And one of our biggest rice dealers, K&K, he lives around there. Now he's giving him hell because the public drainage runs right around his place to the back in the
order.
Exactly. That's St. giving here. So in fact, he has volunteered to pay for the connection of those people to create a manhole and connect them to the public system.
Right down.
And that is going to to tell you that's going to cost you around $16,000-17,000.
And that's drop in the bucket.
I was having a talk
And
yesterday.
Bugu keep talking about this the thing. Bugu, I mean, the program runs for 3 months.
3 months.
So you get $200 per month. So it's 200 times 3 is $600. $600 times 200 people. You're talking about $120,000. Now he is saying that we should, I mean, to be a local program up to like 1,000 people and get.
Yeah, we're moving there.
Yeah, so we're moving there. I mean,
So they are asking, Ministry of Youth and Sports is asking government for
$500,000
$500,000 and
To run the effective program.
so
With the kind of number
$500,000.
of beneficiaries that we envisage. Yes, fair enough. Good. I mean,
before then we had to
One of the things I was thinking about water transport, right? And yesterday I was driving, coming back to town, and I just thought of something, and I said, if we have like a ferry that taking people from here straight to our feet, connecting with the Flemington River. So it's not necessarily somebody just getting car on that road.
Yeah.
Maybe the person can park their car somewhere.
Yeah.
And they get on that ferry. It's the experience.
Yeah.
You know, that whole experience going on the waterway straight to the airport.
With safety measures in place.
In other countries,
Yeah.
doing it, right? Neighboring countries.
So
Even
that's-
in Sierra
I think
Leone,
that can be done.
water transport is effective in Sierra
Private
Leone.
partnership.
In the US, I just park my car right to Leham station, the train
But you
station,
get happy right
and
here.
get on the train and going 50.
So
You know,
the-
and come back.
So
I mean,
the public-
that was the
public
basis.
is
I
going to ask us, so why is it not happening? Since T is for in the arrest, I believe that these things will happen. I believe these things need to be opened
They
up.
need to happen.
They need to be opened up for public-private partnership.
Exactly.
Or for investments. This is tourism. You can right SKD Boulevard. You see this environmental mangroves, this swamp. You know, how do you call it? Yeah,
Yeah, the mangrove swamp.
You can have a workstation right there. I mean, a station right there, like
a
dock, where you have that particular boat or whatever the case is, and then it takes you all the way to Providence
No,
Island.
Patrick, let me come
can
in.
go
You can
straight
have a
to-
dock over there
Why?
because the mangrove swamp is protected.
Now, Environmental Protection Agency. will-
No, besides environmental
It has-
protection
it has-
agency,
It helps with the ecosystem.
the ecosystem, because the fish you see in the ocean,
I don't know
they don't lay egg
where
in
the
the
pond,
ocean,
what is spawning can take place
so they come to the mangrove swamp
and lay the egg.
and lay their egg. So that's why if you cut all the mangrove,
You kill fisheries.
you kill fisheries. So
Because they
that's
store
why they are
water, they
protected.
don't lay egg there.
They
come
don't
in
lay
the-
egg in the ocean.
Because I mean,
I know they will
that's
have-
beside them. I hope somebody will look into
Even
that.
but look at one good place,
Other place will
the
do
new
it.
bridge.
Yeah.
That right where they get that fee, what the
Yeah.
fee mean?
The new bridge that stay with you.
Slay with fee. You can build up,
Build up that
you
there.
can build a dock right there because you get around that water.
Yeah.
That blue river, that water taking
Massive
all
water drive.
Exactly.
Why should I only get in Texas to go Ghana? When I should be
Ghana
less
Bay
than 5 minutes.
So
Or
does this fall
Cardwell.
under NTA? Does this fall under NTA?
It's a collaboration between NTA to the tourists because I play for it's under Mika.
Yeah. So it's NTA, Mika, come around.
Transport.
Yeah.
So that's all you to seek the investor, find
Yeah.
an investor to
Yeah.
come and do that.
But Patrick, to
Also,
solve that problem, firstly,
Yeah, you gotta
investor will not come. That means that you got to
Yeah.
clear the whole slipway, the
All the homes
Rock
are on the
Spring
water.
Valley.
this thing they call buka
Mm.
in Ghana is a major
Tilapia.
tilapia.
All
Major. In Nigeria, we say get plenty boom. In Ghana,
Like one
They're not about the boom business here.
no,
Man, they tell you,
But the difference between the buka we get here and the one growing in your farms.
What difference?
No, our own natural.
I want natural. That's
That's what I'm saying. But our own because it's natural,
Imagine-
it is different. It's the one that growing.
our own sweet rubber. Our own sweet rubber.
Where you ship it,
I like
ship it to Ghana, you make money.
I'm a maybe I like it.
No, tilapia, right?
Yes.
You keep calling it,
Patrick,
What in the Bukani?
Ali, Loretta Bender, you say on behalf of all of us who stood in the people water on the last day of campaign, we say thank you to you. The star of the 100 days.
But the style of the 100 days.
Yeah.
You know, I was saying,
all the areas are where they buka, are where they tilapia.
No,
but Patrick, let's talk about yours more.
Yeah.
You made a trip there a few days, and we're hearing that, it's supposed to be like local call between Ghana and Liberia. What's about it?
So there's also a news that will come up with Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone has also rating us just yesterday. After the Ghana news, Ghana and Ivory Coast are already on it. So when
So
you leave
wait, how does
Liberia-
it work in Ghana and Africa?
So you take your phone, you got your SIM card in your phone. So you leave Liberia and go for a visit. You land 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock. By the time you put your phone on, it says roaming. It connects with the
with the
local
network there.
Now, when you want to make a call or somebody calls you, you have to tell the person, say, "My man, my money finishing."
You can't even answer.
Yeah.
Because
So
you
there-
answer
there
that
was
whole
an
25
ECOWAS
50
protocol that seeks bilateral arrangement in countries and countries, so that they can make it affordable, balanced tariff. So the Ghana
Bring it
Telecommunications
down.
Authority,
Bring it down.
balance call, balance money you pay.
Same money
So
you paying for
the
local
same money
call.
you pay. So now the Ghana Telecommunications Authority and the Liberia Telecommunications Authority have initiated this discussion, and it will be done soon because the both technical teams are working out the details to get it done with the MNOs, mobile network operators. So they've agreed that we can work together so that when somebody leaves Ghana and come to Liberia,
You ain't got to
and bring
buy
a
another
Ghanaian
SIM
number,
card.
you don't have to buy a local SIM card. Somebody, a family member can call that person in Liberia, and that person will answer it and pay the same amount
That
as
you
he
pay for
pays in
local
Ghana.
call, yeah.
Same way with Liberia. It is already happening right now between Ghana and Ivory Coast. It's also happening between Ghana and Gambia. Sierra Leone has just asked us.
Yeah, we need to do
initiate
that,
kind of
especially
discussion.
with Sierra Leone.
Yeah, it
So-
does allow. I mean,
That's just one of it. The
facility.
next one is interoperability. That
Eh?
means
Why
we're trying to
is-
get a seamless way between MNOs, the both local. So if you have to use two phones, it has to be a choice. Your choice rather than you doing it because
So
we
between
call it
Orange
more
and Lone
Orange
Star.
and Lone Star, you got to pay higher. Right now, we are working on that to see how we can work with the.
Yeah,
there are
now
also
synchronize it.
sometimes the MNOs will fight back
Yeah.
because they know they've been making profit ever since from aid. But
Yeah, but
we
shouldn't
know
be
as a
making profit at
regulator,
our
this is
expense.
our job. We have to do this so that we make it. Another thing that you need to pay attention to is few years ago, just 2 years ago, $1 3-day call was 45 minutes. Allah.
No.
$1
So
3-day
that
call
how
was
much?
45 minutes. As we speak, it's gone up to 100 minutes for $1 on a Lone Star and 80 minutes
On a second.
on Orange for 3
So
days.
why
So
why
no, it's
Lone
just
Star?
it's just regulators sprouting competition with the MNOs, encouraging.
So you see, manufacturers now, either the minister speaking now the technical languages.
Yeah. Why you're not coming out?
So why are you keeping all the
Yeah,
information?
people say, man.
Any other one came out. Another
Yeah.
thing I want to say,
They do.
consumer service, customer
Like I
service.
paid $25
Yeah.
for the month. They gave me.
Mr. Stop the phone.
My man.
So that's the problem I have.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, let me just talk about this. Let me talk about this. So there are too many issues of fraud happening, with people using other people's number. People have been wondering why is it people are registering their SIM cards and people are going to take their picture. You have to give your data and all of that. I mean, your information, about data and all those kinds of information. Yet people are still using numbers on WhatsApp, like they did Mimoda the other time, and defrauding other people. So our fraud unit now is working.
Yeah, they did it
To
to,
see,
they did it to
how
Luto
we can
Tape,
track this
Amos
out.
Twe.
We have to work this one out with the security institutions because not only that you want to track it down, but that you single out people and penalize people for some of these
Let
issues.
us today data.
There is also a cyber security law that the Ministry of Post and Telecommunications Authority and the LTA working on. See how we can resubmit for us to track fraud.
So Patrick,
and cyber
here's
security.
my question, right? For example, you do the $25 thing on the Orange. You get unlimited call from Orange to Orange. You don't have unlimited call from Orange to Lone Star. But the other funny part there is they gave you a particular number of text messages that you can send, which is really annoying for me because I do more text messages than call. So they say, okay, 25 text messages to Orange and 100 text messages to, 25 text messages to Orange, 25, 100 to this.
We've been having, just yesterday we had.
I thought when
we
you
had
say
a-
unlimited, text messages should be unlimited as well.
You got there is an economist. He knows that the free market, what determines what the flow.
Because market forces.
The market forces.
The market forces.
So those are packages. Those are various packages by the mobile operators to be able to encourage customers. At our point as a regulator, we can look at some of those, promotional packages, but to a certain extent, because mind you, these people are paying for licenses, they're paying to do businesses, in our country, we have a duty to regulate, but also allow them to, because somebody say unlimited call. I understood when I got there that Orange did that, or the first time that unlimited 3-day unlimited call things started happening. Lone Star was in the market first, right? When Orange came, they wanted to stamp the authority on the market. So the way to do it, even at the cost, at their own cost, to lose, they did that something first. So they wanted to get customers. Once people started getting attracted, so it's price competition, you know. So once they started, people started hanging on to Orange, then they started now, you know, coming up with different packages. So to revert to that, for me, is a little unrealistic, because now you have to say 3-day unlimited call, $3-day unlimited governance. You know, you don't.
No, so we're not talking about that. I'm talking about like for example, they have this package, where you do *999#. They give you everything, but then they restrict you on the text messages, for example. Yeah. I got issue with that.
So those are some of the things.
So Patrick,
we are looking at some of those promotional packages, so that when you are sending messages from Lone Star to Orange, you can pay much as the same as you're sending
from Orange to Orange
to Lone Star. You can even carry one phone.
Yeah, they just tell people to be carrying so many phones around.
Start carrying 10 phones. 5 phones.
No,
but it's an option to carry 2 phones.
Ali has a three phones.
One there for what?
I mean, I'm surprised that Ali is saying that he these days that he does allow 10 messages. I mean, one time we
always have problem with me answering calls.
We were driving from Monrovia to go to Ganta. Ali and I in the car. The two of us in the car. The member said we had conversation for less than 30 minutes.
What you talking about?
Over 10 minutes. I think 22. From one call to another. From one call to another. And so I'm surprised you're saying that you can say that. Okay, but another thing, Ali, quickly. I saw the photo on last Saturday or the 2 Saturdays ago. You were in the rain.
Yeah.
Please, I mean, let's try to get gears for your.
They have it.
I mean, because I mean, you can't be there. You know, the guys don't have ring gear.
They do.
Yeah.
Learn from me.
Show that. I want to learn from Steven.
They have ring gear. The problem is when they went that day, most of them didn't carry their ring. According to them, they were not expecting it to ring. So the ring just. But I agree with that. I've already told them.
But Steven, Captain Whitford is head of what?
The accident investigation.
So never had it?
No.
So we know how
the table was never
functional.
Was never popular. Everything was never. In fact, our board. For the last 6 years, the board was never constituted.
Who cares?
As soon as now, and those are some of the lapses in the audit.
So let me tell you, you talk about Bo and the reason why they won the case against Winston Tappe. There was no because there was no policy council, and the policy council is the one that's supposed to vet those who applied to be executive director of the EPA and submit 3 names to the president for appointment.
And that was not done. Even LRA for last 6 years, in terms of the board, the constitution of the board, that wasn't done at LRA.
In fact, they're getting to know this few days that LRA has a board.
It has a board.
So a lot of lapses, last week were there with the government.
We established the LRA.
I have no idea.
You know, like one on the football field. He will always have to chill with someone like.
No, but we are
man, boy, this school you mean the pass that kills the number 5. Number 5 get to me. I get to number 3. Number 3 get to 8. Get to more than most school.
Steven has. when they gave me a lot of gold. We always have those.
We got 6 minutes to take few calls. So we got someone.
My man, that's in the post crash car.
The chief of office staff to the Minister of Commerce, Alfonso Bella is here.
Okay.
We have the managing director.
Please put the camera on Alfonso because it's not very. The reason why I want to look at Alfonso because we see Alfonso and Bossman, Bossman, you can see him. So you see, yeah.
Arriving this season, man.
Before you know who is who.
Like we're already enjoying now.
Okay, so let's open the lines right now.
Solomon D say why even we?
Solomon, that thing is
We district. We district.
They're talking about the orange card. When they put the data in, it doesn't take long.
We're trying to put up a short code, and we'll be announcing that very shortly for consumers to be able to call and express all of these. We'll put giant size billboards up with a short code and clear inscription. Do you have a problem with your mobile?
Okay, zero problem.
All this
Always
problem. We have a team. We want to set up.
Whether your call and ask Minister Councilor Jericho Bangalu.
You call the minister.
You know the time never knew them, man. The time never knew them, man.
The under 17.
Every time I heard a man name,
we're going to feed the ball.
tell the terror. I used to be they got funny.
Remember the we're fighting for the youth.
The youth, yeah.
We are not beggar. We didn't create a democratic space to fight for job.
Okay, so my first experience, with four. I came from Ghana. My first experience with Cole was that he was chairman of the CDC at the time, right? I was student president I was just elected student president at the African University.
AME.
And I invited the former president George Weah, as my commencement speaker. I mean, it's a big issue, but I already invited him, and I thought, but chairman of the CDC, Chairman Gu, all the guys were there that day. It was a big program in 2005, and it was the first time I see this. Normal structure, but I'm very smart.
Hey, you man.
From the student, most of them people student.
Hello.
What is your name and where you call us from?
About Kemoga, I'm calling on Campus.
Yeah, go ahead quickly. Who do you want to talk to? The Minister of Youth and Sports?
I already started. You're gonna be on the radio.
Every other Saturday.
Every other Saturday.
Every 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for the show, Ali. You people are informing us, especially some of who are lost into the issue of the government. You people are informing us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate. Thank you so kindly. So next week Saturday, they come in Saturday will not be here, but the following Saturday will be here. Just so you guys know the schedule, right? So when we're not here, the following Saturday, every not be here. Sometimes you guys gotta we all gotta.
Kuna Gato, he's a US now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So 077, you call it.
Or they all moved to the US.
So to participate, the numbers are 077-866-5699
Small brother.
and 0880-561-644. So that's 0880-561.
Hello.
Yeah, my name is James S. Pew, and I call from Bernard Farm.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, let me say thank you to all of you in studio. At least we are getting some information about how the government is operating. But to the issue, I call and I won, but I haven't received my money yet.
Okay, you'll get it, Baba.
Joseph, I beg you, please ensure that the people get their money, their scratch. We didn't say money, we said scratch cards.
Concerning human waste, the rapper way to call it is honey. That's the environmental terminology.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honey. Okay.
Honey.
Yeah, and I want to talk to Mo Ali. I'll call you before. I am an environmentalist that I wanted to see you. So I want to come to your office so we can talk.
All right.
Okay.
We'll meet next
How
week.
old are you? You can join the cadet program.
No, I'm
not a you.
You know, when we
that one for the 12th graders.
All right, thank you. Hello.
Hello, Patrick.
Yeah.
Good morning, you guys. This is Jerry Nemanipa. Call you from Kingsville.
Go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, I'd like to say thanks to Punch FA and the rest of the people, because to even assess yourself, do an analysis of yourself. You know, all of us, including everyone that we fought for this arrangement, but to say, oh yeah, we come here, let's see what we're doing, what we're making progress is something that is commendable. I'd like to thank Mo Ali for the last time when I called him last Saturday, the man said me on the road here, we're trying to look at the pop holes. It means that when people give you mandate, you have to go after. Not everywhere the president will be. When a function is dedicated, you know, it means that you have to make sure that the right things are done. The last time, water is not in Monrovia. And thanks to you, Patrick, because the last time I heard that you were in Ghana, you know, to address the communication. If you do a lot of issues, so I'd just like to say a big thank you. Thanks to the Minister of Youth and Sports for every other thing that you guys are doing. You know, the is of course we should not be
Jerry.
You know,
Thank you.
about everything else until we are there.
Thank you. So part of the reason why we form ourselves in a unit is to government job is a privilege. It's not a right. We don't see it as a right. Anybody can be anything, but part of the reasons why we feel accountable to the people and we think we can have a platform where all of us will come and critique ourselves and come and tell the Liberian people what is it that we're doing in our various areas, and that is why we are committed to doing what we're doing. So please enjoy yourselves as we come every other Saturday. Hello,
Patrick.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Let me say good morning to Mo Ali. I'm CBS Master. I call you from Panashville. Yeah, firstly, let me appreciate the both of you. You know, I think we have supported the rescue team, but I think our effort is not in vain. Because some of you guys like Mo Ali, more often on his phone talk, I hear him concerning how water enter the city and all around Liberia. And I think it's commendable for us to commend a rescue team that all of you guys are putting effort to make this team work. And to make the government to look fine.
Thank you. We can take 2 more calls. Come back in studio. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yes, ma'am.
My name is Monica Inge. I'm calling from Victoria.
Can you all hear her clearly?
Yeah.
Can you speak a bit louder?
Yes, I said I'm Monica Inge, calling from Victoria.
Go ahead, Monica.
Yes, regarding the cadet program, I want to ask the minister about those of us who apply online with their own application.
Please say that again. Say that
the
again.
online application for the cadet program.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yes, I trying to inform. So do we need to go?
Oh, too bad. But he will answer your question. Filling the form, you will just talk about it. Final question. Final caller. Hello.
Good morning, Patrick.
Good morning, sir. Quickly make your point. Your name and where you're calling from.
Thank you. My name is Wewu. And I joined this conversation from this today. Let me say good morning to Mo Ali and the rest of the panelists on the show. I'll go share you just number for me. Disagree. I'm just appealing to you. Please, you try to make it every Saturday. If you are yourself, you make it 2 teams. One team can come this Saturday, the other team come the following Saturday. But at least every Saturday, let the audience be able to be informed about the government or opinions, all right? Because the propaganda stations get plenty. It's the weekend when they feed the people with lies. Saturday morning, like they let the people be able to hear good information about the working of to the Minister of Youth and Sport. How will the recruitment process be for the cadet training so that some of us can
All right, thank you so kindly. Hey, I was listening to to a program last evening, and the guy was on the radio saying the people go to Korea, they go in Joe Hotel. I said, look at the kind of mediocre. I mean, and he was not even saying it from a.
But I
go
think,
go South
Patrick,
Korea,
I
they go
think this
enjoy, they
caller,
get
I
the
think this
Liberian
caller
people
is,
money.
I think this caller is
Look at the
right,
guy.
and we should make it our responsibility to bring government ministers here, heads of agencies, every Saturday to
Even our
talk
phone
to the
call,
people, even if it is on phone call.
I have to
You
take
see,
this call
like,
from the US. Hello.
okay.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Your name, your point, and make your name. Where you calling from? Make your point.
Miss Kona Gotok, Iowa, USA. Oh, I just want to say thank you to you guys for electing the Liberian people, and moreover, I want you guys to be focused to do your work because we beat on the government, so you guys should be focused to do your work. We are here praying for you guys, and we want the best for this country. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. I just want to say this. The other colleagues will talk. One of the reasons why we will not fail, we cannot fail, is because when we look at the kind of effort, individual effort that all of you across the world, whether you're in the US, the diaspora Liberians, and back home, the kind of effort you all of us put into this to reach to where we are right now. We cannot let anybody down, those of us who are privileged to occupy positions. And as I said, it's not a right, it's a privilege. We cannot flop. We cannot flop. We work accountable, and all of us are committed to doing that. Gentlemen, our time is now. Let's get your closing comments. Start with Franco. Go ahead.
Thank you, Patrick. And I think it's a good thing that we hear every Saturday. As one of the callers said, let's make it our responsibility to come every Saturday. We can divide the team into groups. We say group 1, you come this Saturday, group 2, you come the next Saturday. Because it is our responsibility to inform our people about happenings in different sectors in the government of our country. So it's a good thing. Let's be here. We can call head of agency or ministries every Saturday, even on the phone. They can be able to provide information. We are privileged to have information from various ministries and agencies. We should be able to provide the information to our people. As he said, it is our responsibility not to let our people down. The rescue mission was a collaborative effort of every Liberian, whether in the diaspora or here, to ensure that GM become president. So it's our responsibility to ensure that GM fail, and we all have an obligation to our people to ensure that we succeed. Thank you.
More.
All right.
You gotta tell me what it would be.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely. No, so the point here is not about us coming, it's about who controls the show. If you agree or Stephen Joseph, I don't know how to control that one. They're coming here to sit and talk. That one we can do it every Saturday. But let me say thanks to the guy who raised the point. This morning we started off by asking questions and $1 $5 scratch card. We can do that continuously to entice the show, and then the strategic partnership will be doing our community outreach. The first one will be this month. We'll be going out to our community, and when we get there will be some goodies people will benefit from. Let's work hard. We know it is our collective responsibility. It is no Buakai thing. If we don't succeed, we will not blame GMB. We're going to blame ourselves, and that's why we are all taking this very, very seriously. And I want to say thanks to my colleagues, appointed various places. You are doing very well. Let's do it because it is our responsibility to our country. Thank you.
Thank you, Mo.
Patrick, just adjacent the SKG Sports Complex, you will see a place where the Omeo people used to be. Right now, it's occupied by some police people and their families. That land is owned by the Ministry of Youth and Sports. For the next few weeks, you'll see a billboard up there. New Ministry of Youth and Sports headquarters.
Wow.
So we want to move from the basement there where we are at the sports complex.
Wow.
Yeah. So we need your support. We need support of everybody.
If somebody send a message to say just outside of the SKD from the right to place.
Yes.
That place is.
That's where we're talking about.
Now the people are throwing garbage. I don't know whether it's the garbage from the field.
Well, I know Public Works have been bringing the debris there to fix the road back there. So we're also going to investigate that. Well, I'm just saying that whole place. So we've invited the police to come so that we can have a conversation because we want to use that facility. The other thing is the female under 17 national team plays tomorrow. Please let's turn up. Numbers is free entry. Let's support the team. The male national team is playing tomorrow too.
National team.
They're playing tomorrow in Morocco. They're playing Sao Tome
Why are we
and
playing
Principe.
Morocco?
Because Sao Tome and Principe is using Morocco as their home ground. They don't have
So what are the
FIFA.
what are they
So we can go beat them there.
win the game? What does it?
It means you're going far up in the zone, in the groups, and you're getting closer to qualification.
For World Cup?
Of
That's
course,
for World
yes.
Cup
Of course,
qualifier.
yes. So we just played Namibia, and then
We are four
we
players.
are playing Sao Tome in Morocco on tomorrow.
Can
We
you
are
please
very
can
optimistic.
you please clarify on the issue of Insu? I mean, we then got put some points, right?
Who's that?
The guy from the ineligible player, Insu.
Who got it?
Okay,
Oh,
so
In fact, they have 3 points.
you got 3 points.
yeah, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah. So
that's
there,
5 points now.
yeah. So I mean, we winning games. We are winning games.
Oh, wow. They still
To
play
the
for someone.
extent that even games that we didn't win, when we didn't take, when we're not there.
One day.
We took
Oh,
we made sure we
won.
we won the game.
So Ali, I know you've been very busy with your series thing, but Emiliano Insu, the guy from Equatorial Guinea, recently he was in the Gone Nations Cup, Insu. So normally, if you play for some country and you want to now change nationality, you have to officially inform FIFA.
Yeah.
That was not done. So he scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
Again, like Liberia and Namibia.
Yeah.
And then they had to give the points.
So they give us the points, and so we
Liberia,
stand in an advantageous
So just in
position.
case we don't go to the World Cup, the first 2 teams can play, the second 2 teams.
And the World Cup,
No, but they're saying no. The African Cup and the
got
qualification
Tunisia
series,
here also.
the qualification series for the African Cup is different from the World Cup.
So,
but the World Cup, the number of teams have increased
Yeah.
to
I think 7.
48 now. Teams participating in the World Cup, and so every teams have also increased.
So
So
I'm
instead of one team qualifying from our zone, I mean, it's possible you could qualify one of the best losers
And go to the World Cup.
and go to
And the
World
World
Cup.
Cup.
America, Canada, and somewhere else.
Yeah. So the other thing I want to talk about as I turn over to Borkai is that at the Ministry of Youth and Sports, we also run the TVET program. And part of what we want
is
to
a
do,
BT minister.
want to do is to transition our friends who are pimping riders. We're having a conversation with the leadership so that they can be employable. I so want to transition them from being pimping riders.
Okay, so Minister,
the TVET program.
they think that big discussion, they just talking here at the closing of the show.
I'm telling you. So we'll talk about it another time. The final thing is, another big news is that the Saudi Football Association has granted us the opportunity to be hosted for 1 month, our national team.
Wow.
And they will take care of accommodation, feeding, and everything
And
for
the Ronaldo play.
the 1 month.
The Saudi League getting
And
better.
so we're working out for that to take place beginning August 1. And so that the national team can go there for 1 month intensive training as we prepare to host the WAFU here in September. You know, hosting WAFU.
Oh, wow.
So there are a lot of big things. So let me reserve some for the coming week. And then,
Liberia is getting
so
better.
thank you so much.
So I mean, just as a closing comment, Patrick and colleagues, next week we will be donating what we refer to as helmets and safety jackets for our pimping riders, some of the pimping riders. Now there's this kind of a moratorium in terms of getting a bike, registered.
How many are donating?
We intend to do 1,500.
Wow.
But tomorrow, by next week, we want to do the first 500 as part of our corporate social responsibility in the car. And so we have contacted the Liberia National Police. The Liberia National Police also will then we also reach out to the Motor Riders Association. So that we can have a big program. Punch FM and other media institutions would be invited just to be able to. Even sports, of course, automatically you will be called. And so you'll see them with the Nukal helmet, and the helmet that we brought into the country is a little bit different. It's much more user friendly, so automatically they can be use it and encourage them. Yeah, very, very comfortable. So to be ensure that. And we encourage other, we use time, Patrick, to encourage the LTA and other
Patrick shaking heel,
right, to be able to do the same.
Get some helmet.
Because we need to get our guys back. In terms of transportation, because you guys were the fulcrum of our campaign, and we cannot allow them,
That's the reason why we need to transform that life.
Most of the countries, are trying to do the same thing with people grappling with this motorcyclist thing.
There has to be a way. There has to be a way. Yes.
So it's not only in Liberia. People are wearing helmets
everywhere around the world. That's why that happened.
It looks strange when people like Liberia say, "I can get it." People chant.
Even you have to wear a helmet if you want to. Once you on terms of bikes.
Steven Johnson close.
Let's hear from Steven.
So
the John Mower.
In closing, I think let me commend Jaliba for what Nuka is doing. I think it's important. I'll close on this note. The way we have to rethink a lot of things, reimagine a lot of things, especially our roads. Roads are not just built because they want to be built. They're built based on their human rights factor to roads. The human rights side is that the road must accommodate everybody.
Yeah.
So the visually impaired, the somebody who riding a bicycle, somebody who all those different users of the road. We should begin to look at it, and how we mark our road can also be a way that we can reduce some of the traffic, because the motorbike guy will be, they don't have special lanes. They're not a fast moving type of motorbike, so the left is supposed to be running lane most of the time they're there. So there has to be a way where we redesign the road in a way where send the pick and drop where they're on setting lane, exclusive for them. So you mark the little road. So those I think public work can look at. But let me just say this to our rescue mission supporter that we're thinking about nobody should create an impression out there that we've abandoned our rescue supporter. We're thinking about your highly, and things gonna happen in the not too distant future. Things gonna happen, and I just wanted to make that point and say we think about you all. And let me just leave it at that.
I said, Patrick, I beg you. Let me just give you a gist of the Flying Eagle anthem.
Fire Flying Eagle.
Fire Flying Eagle. Beyond the river, Flying Eagle coming beyond the Lofa River.
All right, that's all we have time for. We thank you so kindly for joining us. The way we do our protocol is but the way we usually do our protocol is after our program, all of us go to a local business. We sit down and try to empower the local business. So if you're interested in us reaching out to your business after one of these Saturdays, let us know through any of these guys. We will come there and sit down. Thank you all for joining us. God bless you. Bye-bye.